It's so sticky, smells so nice. I can keep it blazing all night, and baby, you can smoke as much as you like. I said you can smoke as much as you like. Pass that bowl, hit that pipe. We'll be high as a kite, and baby, you can smoke as much as you like. I said you can smoke as much as you like. Well, you're a little cutie, I hope you want to use me. Let's smoke a little bud, and we can see a movie. Say what you really want to hear. I got more weed than Budweiser's got beer. And if you smoke this fatty, you won't feel your body. Gonna get so high, gonna need your mommy. I'll roll it, you lick it, I'll light it, you hit it. You know you ain't ever gotta buy it. It's so sticky, smells so nice. I can keep it blazing all night, and baby, you can smoke as much as you like. I said you can smoke as much as you like. Pass that bowl, hit that pipe. We'll be high as a kite, and baby, you can smoke as much as you like. I said you can smoke as much as you like. But when you wanna smoke out, I can be your Boy Scout. I'm always prepared. The weed is what I'm all about. I don't wanna see you pout. There won't be a need for doubt. Long as I'm around, you'll never ever be without. Long as you got me, you don't ever gotta buy it. Got some of God's own if you think you wanna try it. 6 gram blunts, I only roll the dankest shit. Girl, don't act so shy. You can wrap your lips around this and smoke this fatty. You won't feel your body. Gonna get so high, gonna need your mommy. I'll roll it, you lick it, I'll light it, you hit it. You know you ain't ever gotta buy it. It's so sticky, smells so nice. I can keep it blazing all night, and baby, you can smoke as much as you like. I said you can smoke as much as you like. Pass that bowl, hit that pipe. We'll be high as a kite, and baby, you can smoke as much as you like. I said you can smoke as much as you like. Smoke this fatty, you won't feel your body. Gonna get so high, gonna need your mommy. I'll roll it, you lick it, I'll light it, you hit it. You know you ain't ever gotta buy it. It's so sticky, smells so nice. I can keep it blazing all night, and baby, you can smoke as much as you like. I said you can smoke as much as you like.
Down in Denver, live at Casa del Smoke. This the midday burn. Fire up! I'm Dr. D.B. Kush.
DJ Longhair don't care.
Jimmy!
V-Jams on.
S-O-S. Smoke one, son. What's up, y'all?
Let's figure out
radio.com. KSOS
normally not
Denver. As you hear the room, New Jersey Weedman is in the building.
Yeah, can you video it?
And a lot of friends.
Yeah, you can video.
Yes, yes.
You want to go get
They're on the air now, so we just do it. Just set it up and just film it. Right? You're on the air now.
I'm gonna bring them up.
Hey, so we got New Jersey Weedman in the building. Ray, y'all right there. Y'all close to my mic right there.
Start sit down. You can sit down talking.
Help OJ bring in the video.
We coming in live and direct, fellas.
Grab a couple. Can you guys go help him bring the video stuff in?
Sorry, man.
And
Mike is right there.
Got
we're
it.
just kicking off, so they can take their time. They ain't in no rush. As long as they ain't in no rush, we're all right. As y'all see, y'all tuned in to OneBluntRadio.com, KSOS, DB Denver, loud at a Casa del Smoke. Nope, we out at 710 Radio.
Yeah.
At 710 Radio. I want you guys to be blessed. We got NJ Weedman in the building. We got local hip-hop artists coming in. Albeez for she's. We call him the James Brown of hip-hop. Oh, you didn't got to get that close.
Yeah.
It's
It's gonna pick you up anywhere in the room.
Yeah, this whole room is under magnification.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you said
Vandermite.
And, you know what I'm saying? We got Albeez coming in, James Brown Jr., as we call him, because that's how active he is. He's going to give you one of the most active shows ever. But NJ Weedman, we had a blessing of meeting you a few times. You flew in and got to hang out in Casa del Smoke. And we seen you when you started your journey to go get the van. So now we see you making your way back. You had a hell of a week, as you said. Won't you introduce yourself once again to everybody that might not know you, but I know they do.
Right.
And kind of let them know what's going on right now.
All right. Well, anybody who's been following me knows, I got my personal issues of, I have bone cancer. This month, I started out the month on, say, the 29th of April, going to California to getting a couple bone tumors removed out of my right femur. I figured I'd heal up, and I needed to bring the Weedmobile back from California to New Jersey because I'm launching my campaign for Congress in New Jersey, and I wanted my Weedmobile to be my campaign mobile. I wanted to go around to the community every day in my Weedmobile. I wanted to talk and do meet and greets all summer, in my Weedmobile. So I had to bring it from California to New Jersey. I had a few donations and things that have helped me get it out of hock, pay the tickets on it, and now I'm coming across the country again. PayPal for a pothead, whatever you want to call it, but just trying to get the Weedmobile back to New Jersey.
Been doing this long for this organization.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And I seen the pictures of it because, as you see, we like stuff wrapped up and beautiful looking. I said, he got artwork on that van. Like, it's artwork.
Oh, it's right outside.
And, y'all gonna see pictures, and I'm gonna give me some post up pictures, but. Through the whole journey, as you said, you're running for Congress now. And I know, like, when we met you, you was in the middle of the fight. And we just wanted to say good to see you in person and glad to see that phase is over.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I came and said, that's right. I flew in here on my way to a cancer treatment.
That's right.
And I had a layover for like 4 hours, and y'all came and picked me up in the, what do you call it again? The Casa del Smoke. Casa del Smoke. Yeah, that's right. No, see, I need a shirt that says, I smoked in Casa del Smoke.
And we're going to get that done.
I need a shirt. I need a shirt that says that. Y'all should sell that shirt.
It's going and you just can't hey, y'all heard the idea. So when y'all get on the bus and y'all see the shirts, y'all know where they came from.
Yeah.
Jersey Weedman inspired.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe that should be y'all shirt y'all pass out to y'all guests. Or whatever.
As soon as they get through smoking, tune them right in. Make them feel real good. But you know what's really cool too, though, is that like from the whole fight from meeting during that time, we kind of tuned in and kind of been part of the journey with you, and to go from that circle to now running for Congress, that's full circle.
Oh yeah. Well, it was all politics anyway.
Right.
That was the politics of pot that put me in jail for. First of all, it was the most ridiculous sentence ever. Right? Come on. I go to jail for 20 days in New Jersey for possession of marijuana. But they released me for 10 days. Now I'm a medical marijuana patient. So they know for 10 days that I'm released and I'm going to be using marijuana.
Right.
To fly to California, get my medical treatment, which includes marijuana, and then fly back to New Jersey, go back in prison. So it was crazy. I was a patient in California and a prisoner in New Jersey. Well, all right, I'm done the prisoner stop. I just went back to California, got treated like a patient very well. Like I said, I just had a couple tumors taken out of me. I was at UCLA hospital. I got taken good care of as a patient,
As a patient.
As a patient.
Right.
As opposed to you met me
As a patient.
as a prisoner for the same exact plant. Put it like it's part of my treatment in California, but it's part of my imprisonment in New Jersey.
Right, how
You know,
backwards
but it's
is
the
that?
same exact plant. Like I don't like it's like amazing.
Well, you're gonna have that type of problem when
Yeah.
you have a bridge to nowhere type of governor. You know?
Yeah. Oh, he talked about quality of life. Hold it now. I'm from New Jersey. Let me tell you about it. Y'all need to archive this. He's saying that the quality of life somehow is questionable in Denver because pot shops are opening up everywhere.
Right.
Yo, you know what pops off within a mile of the State House? Shoot, you Google this. Google 9-year-old shot at funeral.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what happened last week.
Wow.
Within a mile of the governor's office. That's the quality of life that y'all should
y'all
talk about that.
That he didn't care how sick a person could be.
Yeah.
And he would never legalize this plant. That people are flocking to Colorado
Right.
to seek the help of their sick loved ones.
Exactly. Well, I'm a New Jersey, and I'm a proud New Jersey, and I have always represented New Jersey. Here I am in Colorado, and I feel free here.
It's-
You know,
it's a
this is the
different
quality of
kind
life I want. You know, this is what brought me to California years ago too. But this is a whole nother level too.
And, you have
And
to
he
think about
has
the
no
fight.
idea.
I mean, look at the fight you have in New Jersey because, like, we tell people when they come here, how can one in his area come to a place like Colorado, California, and then go back to New Jersey and see the persecution? It's like, you have to fight. There's nothing less you could do than fight for the freedom.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, hitting the street out there, how's the reception at this moment with you looking to run for Congress?
Well, I've run for office every year since 1997 in New Jersey, one way or the other. There's a couple of years minus those years I was in jail. Once or twice, the Democrat Party successfully had me removed, and once the Democrats did it, and once the Republicans did it, and once I had a snafu on my petition where I had got I was almost exactly at the number. And then I had a few people who put just phony names and addresses. You know, people are afraid of the system, so they'll sign your petition and then put a different address.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I had that happen to me one year. I didn't make the petition, but I basically run for office 12 years out of the last 18 years that I've been a public marijuana activist. But this year is going to be one of those years like that first year. That first year, when I first ran for office, I was all hyped up, and I really thought I was going to win. With this whole idea to legalize weed, I was going to get every pothead in my area to vote for me. So that's how I thought. I was delusional because I got 1% of the vote. It was a reality. I had a reality check. You know, whoa, okay, all right, I was smoking way too much. You know, right? But see, over the years though, it still has served me well because to me, I realized actually what it did. It gave me every year the newspapers write about me, even if it's nothing but for the fact that I got on the ballot again. It gives me, everyone knows that I'm running for office. I openly say I run for office every year to give the finger to the Demo Republican Party. You know, this is something that everybody in my area knows. He doesn't even think he's going to win. It's just his way of giving the finger to the system, right? And everybody accepts that. But in the last 2 years, I haven't run for office. One, I got that phony jail sentence. So I was barred from running for office last year, legally. But the same public saw all those newspaper articles, saw I was right, saw I had, the public perception of marijuana has drastically shifted to my side. I'm no longer the zero. I'm more like the hero.
Right.
Sanjay Gupta can say he's been lied to, but hey, I've been telling the truth for a long time. Everybody knows I don't have no revelations, no revelation.
You didn't have a revelation either. He took a trip and saw some healing action. It wasn't a revelation, he saw it.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
truth.
yeah, but that's good. I'm not knocking him for that, but I'm just saying,
you knew it already.
Yeah, I was never deceived by the lies from the beginning. As a kid, I knew that it was a lie. I never. He's saying that he got lied to, and he accepted it, and now he sees he's been lied to. I'm saying I never believed the lies.
Right. I've always posed that question. Where did the war on drugs start with you?
With me?
With you. Okay, mine started at home with my parents telling me it was bad, it's wrong, I'm going to go to prison, so they started indoctrinating me right away at home. It just got real and serious once I got out on the streets,
The way you just said it, okay, the first time I got arrested for it was like 1996. I was 32, 33 years old, actually, the first time I got arrested. But no, as far as the war and drugs, yeah, you're right. Because I can remember everyone saying it was bad, it was this, it was that, don't do this, don't do that, right? Okay, no, that's how you get indoctrinated to it, right? And then that one day when I was 15, and the joint guy passed to me, and I couldn't get out of the circle. I was I couldn't move. I couldn't suddenly go play some ball or something. Like I was just stuck. And I took it. And the crazy thing was I had tried to smoke cigarettes before, and I could never smoke cigarettes. I had asthma. When I smoked cigarettes, I would cough and gag. Right? I could never smoke a whole cigarette. But I would try a couple times when I was with people. Weed, I was scared of having weed. But this day, I couldn't get out of the way. And I took a puff. But the crazy thing was, I passed it. I didn't cough. I was like, whoa. I'm like, I blew it out. I was like, hey, wait a minute now. How can I smoke that? I couldn't smoke those cigarettes. That thing came by the next time I was like, I took a very deep, long hit. That first one was a little petty hit.
Right.
That second one was like, oh. I'm not coughing, gagging. So I clearly remember that first time I smoked. And bam, I exhaled the thing that got me. So on that level, just the fact that I could never smoke a cigarette and be cool with the cool kids who smoke cigarettes, like on a peer pressure 15-year-old thought process, right? I could smoke that joint just now. Of course, half an hour later when I was baked, it was at a family function. Me and my cousins had snuck off and we ended up smoking a joint. Half an hour later, back under my mom and dad, all baked, paranoid. My dad was going to know it.
Yeah. What's the deal?
Yeah, I had a good time. But anyway, so as far as going back to when did the war start, to me, I think it was right there. That realization that the war was a lie, that what was told was a lie, because I felt good.
Right.
I had asthma. I took asthma medicine all the time, and my asthma medicine would open my chest up just like that weed just did. That weed opened my chest up to me. So it gave me the same exact feeling that the Primatine Mist did, the Aprolins did. Later, I find out that marijuana is a bronchulator, is what those class of drugs are too, right? But they're steroid based, so you have all the side effects of steroids, though, of the sudden head rushes, lightheadedness. Sometimes your heart pitter patters. It does all those things. You just read it and see what it does to you. But I experienced this as a kid because I used the Primatine Mist and Aprolin all the time. When I smoked the joint, I had the same exact feeling, without all the side effects as far as my chest goes. So that was that's what happened to me the first time I smoked the joint. That's what I realized. Whoa. So within 2 or 3 days, I tried it again. Like, wow. Within a month or so, I was like doing it every time I got the opportunity, just to get that whole, instead of using, and I didn't use my Primatine Mist or none of that. Like, it just went like from 1 month I had it to 2 or 3 months later, I didn't even carry it with me.
Right.
That's important information.
Yeah.
I do a show that's called the Medicine of the Herb Show.
Yep.
And, we talk about stuff just like that, and people are so afraid to smoke because of their asthma. But, you will debunk that.
I still can't smoke a cigarette. I don't smoke blunts. I don't want to be in a room with a cigarette smoker, to be honest with you. Still because of my asthma.
Wow. Well, no, I can't blame you when you got asthma. You got to take care of your body before anything else,
Yeah.
So.
But it doesn't bother me to be in a room full of weed smoke.
Let's slide everybody to the first quick break.
Okay.
And we'll be right back with the New Jersey Weedman on One Blunt Radio. It's the Midday Bird. Fired up.
Right. For those of our
Nick Payola. What up? Stop hogging the blunt, man.
Nah, wait, give me a minute, boy. I just rolled this shit. Let me get you know.
Hit it then, man.
Hit it, pitch it, break it, roll it, light it, smoke it day and night. I love it, take it, hit it, pass it over to the side. Getting high as a satellite. Even in the afterlife, I still be flying fucking right. They mad because I'm staying higher. My rap hat so tight, I wanna rap so fight it lets my mind drift off. About to get so fried like I'm an on, man, I'm the bacon boss. Come and try what I be frying, Colorado grown, mile high, baby. If you did it, now you fucking know. Edibles and blunts and joints and pipes and bongs, ripping hard. Yeah, you know I rip it hard, rip it real hard. I hit it long and smooth to pursue the mood of groovy. No attitude, it's true. Blue cheese glue got me like movies, feeling like I'm someone somewhere else. They wanna shoot me. Action packed up in my bowl, I crumble it like cookie. Looky, all the crystals on the bud. I wanna take a bite. It looks so good, I wish I could just live it in the rest of my life. Once again, it's blunts and then a puff to him. A cough a grin, another puff the pot. It wins. I got top cuts off the hinge. Hit me if you wanna blaze on the haze. I'll drop it in. I got the kin, so come stop in. We don't stop the binge. I'm just saying, I ain't playing. I'll keep on blazing till the day I die. I'm just saying, I ain't playing. I'll keep on blazing till the day I die. Bone bubble in the pine vine, Colorado kind, wildfire for the mind. Found it easy to find. I got a half sip of kush, show the tingle the spine. I got a quarter stashed away for myself. It's all mine, that's why I gotta find the best weed, easily making me stress free. Sweet organic chronic that was grown for just me. In a wet house of green, catch me picking through the trees. Top strain indicas, more than I'm ever gonna need.
My neighbors and the owner, yeah, they hate me. We a mile high, gone on the fucking weed. I need at least like that boy Charlie Sheen. I'm winning, cause I'm addicted to blazing on that green. Come get high with the get medicated fiends. Nick Payola pass the motherfucking sweets. Time to get lifted, watch me jump from the smoke from the trees. 303 smoking on the OG.
I'm just saying, I ain't playing. I'll keep on blazing till the day I die. I'm just saying, I ain't playing. I'll keep on blazing till the day I die.
I'm a rude boy, better ask about me. Since my teenage years, I've been leaving rooms cloudy. I'm filthy and unshaven, dirty heathen, misbehaving. Lay them down, eat them out, slide it in and make them shout. Desperado, full throttle, I got some blunts in a bottle. I wanna go somewhere quiet with a girlie that swallows shots from the bottle until the bottle be gone. Just like her inhibitions when I get her all alone. I just can't stop with this. Craving that I'm taking to the studio with some hot shit. Light it up and pass me the microphone. Meaningful lyricist, but my hustle and grind homegrown. 6'3", do you wanna go and blaze?
Man, this Pinocchio had wooden ball between his legs.
Payola and Saints on a beat hogs banger. And I've been blazing them trees since I was having a pager.
I'm just saying, I ain't playing. I'll keep on blazing till the day I die. I'm just saying, I ain't playing. I'll keep on blazing till the day I die.
You know what it is. Get back in rotation.
Puff, 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 pass. Puff, pass, puff, 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 pass. Puff, 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 pass. Puff, pass, puff, 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 pass.
Fresh crispy, son. détraqué, le cerveau m'a traqué et m'a attrapé, tout m'a rattrapé, congestionné dans la mer et pollen, alors allergie et cachet verre d'eau bien allongé. L'esprit s'envole, savez-vous voler, savez-vous planter les choux à la mode de chez nous. Section big up, Mysterio, par ici aussi c'est la jungle, on est dans le zoo, les autruches cachées dans le trou, cachées du sable par les deux bouts, déshydratés comme un Shaolin fou. Yeah. Déshydraté comme un Shaolin fou. INKOTH.
Some players came forth and said that
we are
the
back.
NFL.
Yeah, they're back.
To the midday burn. We got New Jersey Weedman in the building, and he has a few friends and patients that's traveling with him. So if y'all want to introduce yourself, that would be dope, because we're live on One More Radio over here now too. So
Anybody want to introduce yourself?
He's coming.
Well, you just speak up from right
you
there.
can speak, I can hear you right
I'm
there.
sorry, man. I'm right in. I was doing something else. Mike Ward from Lincoln, New Jersey.
All right. How about you? You want to introduce yourself?
Cripple Ron Paul, political activist, stoner, comedian, critic of everything.
Markeisha Dorch, Los Angeles, California.
She's a patient down with the adventure. She saw I was advertising like I needed to drive. See, in all honesty, I don't have a driver's license, basically because of the war on drugs. Right, so I don't have a driver's license, but I got the weed mobile, this, that, and the other. I wanted to get it from New Jersey from California to New Jersey. So I put an ad out basically on my Facebook to my followers and people who follow me, this, that, and the other. Who has a driver's license wants to go on an adventure? You know, here's the two winners in the throw-in.
What's your name again?
I'm Ralph A. Smith. I represent Cannabis Patriots Unite, which is a Colorado not-for-profit corporation. We represent Jawara McIntosh, who is now charged in New Jersey with the same crime that Ed was charged with, was possession of more than 25 pounds. In New Jersey, that's a Class 1 felony. Recommended bail $100,000 to $250,000.
Wow.
They trapped Jawara McIntosh, Peter Tosh's youngest son, as he drove through this all-white county, like they do most brown and black people that are, especially if you're driving a rental car, you get pulled over. If there's a problem, they put you in jail, and jail turns into slavery.
That sounds like Arapahoe County out here.
The thing they do out there is they keep people in jail before they try them an average of 10 months. So they just, for anything, and you count
But you
as
can't.
one.
They use high bail there to hold you. They keep their jail full. Their jail stays full because you can't make bail.
What they do here is they put you on pre-trial probation.
So they pretty much.
But see, they make money off of it. All the jail services and everything are all privatized, and all of these are all political patronage jobs and contracts. The jail is central to this. They need the chattel to fill up the jail, to fill up the coffers, whatever term you use, to feed all these corporate. It's illegal slavery. It's an example of the 21st century New Age concrete plantation system that exists right here in that particular county. And Jawara got caught up in that, which is horrible for anybody. But just the fact that he's the youngest son of Peter Tosh, who all of us can say was more our ideological grandfather than anybody can really name, because he took up the cause of legalization in the 70s before it was popular to do that. Songs, everybody associates it with Bob Marley, but to be honest with you, Peter Tosh was really the one. You know, they're both still in the Wailers, but Peter Tosh was the one that was legalized. It is Peter Tosh, is not Bob Marley's.
Right.
And
I had a debate about that not long ago.
Yeah.
We just had that same debate the other day.
Exactly. Well, this is his son. You know, and if you go look at it, he's a singer. He covers his dad's songs. He sings, legalize it himself pretty good. You know, So he's caught up. We're making an effort to bring a lot of publicity to this case, to bring the jury nullification arguments that I've used successfully to his case. As much attention that we can put. So this is also another purpose of the Weedmobile. Make sure the Weedmobile is in and around, his court case, passing out flyers, whatever we do, protests, whatever. And we live in a visual society now. If you can't put it out there visually for some people, you got to give everybody a visual and 140 words after that, or they don't hear it. You got to adapt. If you get a good visual, I use pictures all the time.
Right,
you do too.
I do. I know. I understand that.
Pictures is worth 1,000 words.
It is.
Man. So
yeah.
At least worth 1,000 likes.
The more important I think of it, the more outrageous the picture.
Yeah.
Because that's how he had to get more people to see.
The blessing of meeting one of the Tosh sons at High Times last year performing, because my DJ actually was the DJ for that event, and he came down into our dressing room and we got to smoke with him, is how humble he was, how cool he was about the music and talking about what was going on. And you look at New Jersey and you think to yourself that every time you hear Christie, and he has the nerves to think that he could be a presidential candidate. Are you serious?
No, I've been saying that for a long time. Just based on his cannabis policies, he's unelectable as a president because of the West Coast. The entire West Coast wouldn't vote for him.
Yeah.
Just because of that. Like, there's a percentage of people. Yeah, he might appeal to some Republicans, but you know what?
Republicans want their jobs. They're appealing to weed.
Right.
I'm just being honest.
Well.
No, it's all good, man. That's what we're all about here. Getting the word out and, just spreading the truth, man. Because with me, I've been a patient here in Colorado since 2004, been a caregiver since 2006. Back in 2009, I ended up getting raided, going through a 2-year court battle. They tried to get me with cultivation of marijuana and child abuse, and I ended up beating my case, and because of it, it became a landmark case here in Colorado under.
They call it child abuse because you had weed around a child?
Okay. My son was able to go down into my room and grab my roaches out of my ashtray.
Oh, okay.
So they called it.
No, I totally understand. I've heard horror stories based on that. I came close to it a couple times. I've dealt with family services, but luckily in my case, it didn't result in any removal or anything like that.
It didn't with me either, but still, there was that threat. They came in a raid, these guys were huge, man. I mean, and you know how a raid goes, man.
They're
not nice with the thing, And,
I know.
There was this one little lady there from social services. I mean, she was a small little chick, and you know what? I was more afraid of her than I were all those cops.
She could take your kid,
Right, she was about ready to ruin my life.
For me, I was the opposite with my plants. That on my plants, I was the victim of doing an interview. I did the interview on Channel 4. And within 2 days of the interview, the Gestapo was at my house.
Because you was talking positively about marijuana in the press.
It was the first day that they was giving veterans, because I am a veteran, and they were speaking on the amount that you would not be penalized for being a veteran and having your red card. And I happened to do the interview talking about how that was a good thing and heading in the right direction, which they show up 2 days later and they come in and, they try to tear things up, but when they get to the room and realize that I was actually 17 plants under my plant count, and you had to leave and you couldn't take one plant. You had to, and then they went to the fact of, okay, we can't take his plants. Let's call in Aurora Code. Let's see if his wiring is wrong. Like, they went through any way possible to figure out a way to take my stuff.
Yeah.
And the blessing was I was all the way right. I did things right. But
see, I had to tell you something.
Just doing one interview, how all of a sudden they're at your house.
Yeah, I have to tell you something. I don't know if you know my story about me going to California, quitting all my activism. I told people publicly, I am done with being a weed activist. I'm going to California, and I'm going to be a weed capitalist. And I went to California. Long story short, dispensary, grow operations, and I called myself doing everything right. My electric was right. I wasn't stealing no electric. Nothing. I incorporated. I incorporated. I had the electricians. I could rewire all kinds of stuff. I didn't do nothing. I was like, I thought I was so legal. And they just called the feds in. They called the feds in and just wiped me out. Basically, it was my grow operation that attracted their attention. Was enticing enough to the feds to come just wipe it out. No. I had pissed off people for a long time. And that's what happened. I pissed off the Christie administration. I don't know if y'all know it. I feel like I don't know which one of us is the arch nemesis, but I've had this little ongoing thing going with Chris Christie before he was governor. Chris Christie knows me. Okay. I've been mailing him letters. I've mailing him roaches. I used to stand out in front of his office. You know, he's a big guy, and he's touchy about it. So I used to stand in front of his office with a sign saying Chris Christie's a fat hypocrite. Right? And he had me arrested 4 times.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. And I had a whole federal case about this. You know, and I won. I didn't get nothing out of it. The local papers talked about it. But, yeah. But, a couple months ago, about 2 years ago, some reporter for the Washington Post, reading up about me and Christie, decides to ask him a question, and he blew it off, but he answered though because he's like, Weedman's a loser. So to me, all right,
that's a win. That was a win.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt about it.
I mean, your conversation.
Recently on 420, when Christie made all them statements, about Colorado, do you notice he starts it out by saying the activists?
Yes.
Here's what happened on 420. Ralph was there. On 420, we had this whole protest on the at the State House, right there at the governor's office. All the newspapers talked about it, and the activist he was talking about was me. That's how I feel, and that's how I think a lot of people in New Jersey do feel, right? And he responds to that caller, who I wish I knew who she was, But I put out a call. I put out his phone number, and every time he comes on the radio, I have this whole campaign to call Christie. Call Christie. You know what I mean? And the potheads have been doing this for months. He can't get on the air without a pot. Mike and these guys, they follow him around everywhere he shows up. Every
town hall meeting.
Yeah, he has town hall meetings. Every time he announces a town hall meeting, within hours, the potheads are mobilizing to be there. Right? He can't get away from us. Right? So on that day that he's giving his interview, guess what the headlines on the front page of all the newspapers were? It was me with this cross, with the weed cross, right? Or with a joint, because there was several different ones, right? With me with smoking a joint. And then as soon as he gets on the air, someone's calling, asking about weed. So he responds like pissed off. Right? So I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
I think it's great because for the simple fact that with a place that you guys like New Jersey, and when he makes the comments of classifying Colorado in weed, and as a radio host, he left himself open. I'm like. Right. Donut Jim doesn't like healthy Colorado. Are you serious? Donut Jim is talking about I wouldn't live here. Did he not see where we rated for healthiest living?
Right.
So while he's over there getting the waistband, maybe he should have moved to Colorado. It just worked out.
There you go.
Baby. So I kind of looked at that moment. And I was just like, I'm a hip hop artist. He knows I'm going to soccer punch him on the song. Mm-hmm. He knows he's going to be in a great rhythmic rhythm of a couple things in Donuts and Christie and the Bridge.
It should be Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah.
With a bridge to nowhere.
I mean, to be honest with you,
at the end of it.
There you go.
But the real thing was this radio thing. I was amazed by it. It's 101.5, and they have Christie on every month. And a lot of people tune in. Maybe almost everybody tunes in.
Easy listening.
So the weed man presses the button on these guys, and then afterwards there's 2 shows, one for 2 hours and one for 3 hours, where it's call-in. All the bullshit that Christie put out that night. Nobody called in about that at all. 95% of the calls are all about the herb and how come you can't figure it out.
Because we don't put the call out. They can't. And I've been doing this for years. The 101.5. If you go to 101.5 and Google my name, they archive all my shows too. All my call-ins. If I call in, they archive it, and it goes all out over the internet too. And the whole idea of Christy having one opinion about weed and Weedman having the other, they've nurtured this on their website. So when I put out the call in, it kind of works. Right. Even without my name being used.
I'm telling you, that is nice to hear. You know, because, we here, activists here, we put out calls all the time. And
I have
trust me, we
always,
get people that come out. Don't get me wrong.
I have always worked the press, man.
People need
and I say work. Yeah, I say work because it is work. It's a whole lot of keeping your mouth shut and becoming friends with the right editors, the right reporters, and half of them smoke weed too.
You got out there and you made your voice heard. You were one man. That's what I'm trying. We've been preaching to people. I mean, you want things changed? Well, you know what? Get out there and do something. You gotta say something. Do something. We know it's a scary. It can be scary. Yeah. But look. And I'm sorry. You'll go through a lot scarier things than saying what's on your mind. Damn right. Trust me.
This rally that Weedman put out in Trenton, you had your big one here in Denver.
Yes.
Trenton, New Jersey got the second listing on that. It was mentioned in 400 and some different news articles around the country. We had one come back from Africa talking about how Peter Tosh would be smiling from his grave about what was going on. Mm-hmm. He got the youngest daughter of Bob Marley and the youngest son of Peter Tosh together to talk about how the herb is good for people, and that touched everybody's heart around the world and the country. Mm-hmm. So now, what you guys are doing with the radio is killer.
Yeah, like what y'all's fighting, what I'm saying? Keep us in tune, even when y'all in the travels, how we go.
Mm-hmm. Well, follow this case. That's what we're trying to do. Follow this case.
And you know to us, on radio, you're our feet on the ground in New Jersey. Anytime something's happening, you call in, let us know. So everybody knows when we get a call from New Jersey Weed, man, we're going to find out what's popping in New Jersey. And that's what's up, because over this year, we've been blessed enough to stay in tune with the marijuana pipe through you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And not only do you calling in, but your page, because you keep everybody informed, and that's dope. It needs to be more people in their regions fighting like you fight in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Because New Jersey is just one piece of the pie here in the big picture of America. And if you can find some embodiment, like what city beyond New Jersey would you say needs it the most next?
Kansas.
Virginia.
Yeah. It's like don't. It's like whoa.
Tell me the city that don't.
Yeah, there's a war going on everywhere, except to a lesser degree in Washington State, Colorado, and California.
What's the difference?
It's different. Yeah.
So it looks like sunshine, but really you're dodging a whole lot of bullets here too.
Well, the other 47 of us are jealous. I'll put it that way. That what you got going on, technically, is it really legalization or regulation? But either way, I'm happy with it. I'm happy. I was an outsider.
I would say it's regulation.
As an outsider looking at what's been done. And that's way better than anything going on in 47
that's
states.
That's why we have I3 that we work with Mr. LeMay with. That we're fighting with I3 to relief of possession for all, because it's going to change the game of the way they're trying to add these slick regulations, and it's going to really make it where it's supposed to be legal.
Right.
Listen,
it's a war for the rest of the nation to follow along too. So it's going to be an important bill.
It's going to be something that people's going to want to adapt in their states.
If you look at what's going on right now as the reefer revolution, just like the Revolutionary War. If you look at what's going on now, the reefer revolution is what's going on. And there's battles going on here, there, and the other. New Jersey's a frontline battle.
Right.
Trenton, New Jersey, to be honest with you, was a changing point of the real Revolutionary War, just as well as Valley Forge was. whatever. Colorado just winning a big battle, becoming legalization. I mean, it's if you look at it in a reefer revolutionary sense, Colorado's a victory. In the future, people are looking back and studying this whole cannabis war, or however they label it in the future.
Right.
Like we look at the Salem witch trials and how ridiculous they were. You know, people are going to look back in the future and look back at this. What's been going on the last at least 40 years, last 100 years, however you want to divide it up. And what's going on now, this is like the reefer revolution is going on. Like people are like, fuck that, it's not, fuck the law, smoke it anyway.
Right.
The law's wrong, jury nullification. Now we just have to bring that into it, bring people on board with just say no. You know, no guilty, no not guilty.
Right.
But we're all patriots. I mean, that's what the new thing is.
No drug dealers.
Is that
they're patriots now.
Anything about doing anything bad for people. Only thing the law is bad for corporations. And when every person who, from the seed to it gets to somebody's lungs or into their bloodstream, is a patriot. And everybody should be should be proud of who they are. Proud of being a cannabis political prisoner or a pot political prisoner, and proud of it, and to wear your colors with pride, that you stuck it out in there in the beginning, like you with your family. You know what they're doing now with these children? The child protective people get paid by how many children they take away.
See, and
that's just the opposite, pure child slavery.
That's theft. That's stealing your property. You know, I don't care. You know, I know they say, you know, honestly, dagnabbit, I kind of lost what I was going to say.
But that's what they do to patriots. You know, they do everything and steal their children.
Right. Well, you know, like you said, you know, wear it with pride. You know, I always say, you know, if it fits, you know, lace those shoes up and wear them with pride. You know, I mean, you have to. You know, I mean, like, I didn't want to go through what I went through. Right. It's not like I asked for it.
Nobody wants to. I mean, and that's what people don't understand.
Oh, son of a...
And they think that people volunteer.
Can't get the smoke.
People volunteer for PTSD. People volunteer for going to the military and going through extreme situations. People volunteer to be in New Jersey and have extreme laws on cannabis on a plant. It's such a wonderful plant. Like, it's extremely ridiculous for one. And when you can see states like Colorado and Washington and the laws here, as a governor in the state somewhere else, you still trying to hold on to these old-fashioned laws is ridiculous.
Well, see, this is what this tour that we started from California to bring the Weedmobile back to New Jersey. Once the Weedmobile is in New Jersey, I'm going to use it to run for my local political office in the 3rd District, but also just to go around the state, bring jury nullification to the state, bring the whole using Gerard's case, the Ignorance is No Excuse tour, which is also something that is an interesting set of activists who have launched something called the Ignorance is No Excuse tour. Google it. Ignorance is No Excuse tour. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, we're gonna definitely put that on our website.
Mike,
sativacross.com.
And see, Mike is a member of the Ignorance is No Excuse tour. It was a reason why he got picked also to come on this tour. You know, again, we can label this as an Ignorance is No Excuse tour, bringing knowledge to the public.
Education and knowledge is power.
That is true.
That's right. That's
there
right.
you go.
You know, and we are on that.
And the one thing I like talking about is jury nullification. You imagine if you just tell everybody all the time, just fight your case. Just fight your case. And that's where me and Ralph are going to link up on some legal concepts we'll talk about in detail later. But But if we can get it out to the public that you can fight your case, not just as a defendant, but as a potential juror. You know how many people get those jury cards and they throw it away? What if everybody just gets in their consciousness to, hey, I can practice jury nullification.
Right.
If I don't like the law, I can throw it out. And especially with weed.
Right.
I don't think at this point, I've been quoted before my last 2 cases of saying that I was unconvictable. Headlines that I would say that because I think that in this day and age, more than 50% of the population believes marijuana should be legal. So my jury should always have a pothead or someone who thinks that. And there's no way, if they understand that they can vote not guilty just based on their own thoughts, then there's no way that anybody should be convicted. So that's one thing.
Really looked at it in that aspect, but you really do make us to spread that word, right? Jury nullification. You make me want to learn more about it.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to make sure I'm talking about that once a week on the radio, reminding people how to nullify.
Yeah,
right. Well,
exactly.
As far as I'm concerned,
there's no way.
Jury instructions that the judge gives the jury is illegal, as far as I'm concerned. So they do not let the juries. Look. If you're going into a trial and you're going to base the stuff off of law, but okay, that's all fine and dandy, but don't you have to use some common sense and your own thinking a little bit to be able to come to a full conclusion? Well,
that's what the jury has a right to judge a law by its own conscience. That's like part of it. Like if a member of the jury feels that the law is repugnant, they don't have to endorse it.
Right. Exactly.
They don't have to endorse it.
It's almost their civic duty not to enforce it.
Right.
So
that's
almost. It is.
Yes, I'm sorry, I did misspeak that, but
right.
I did mean
that
to say
was
it
the
is
original.
Their civic duty,
that was the original intention of the founding fathers by putting the Sixth Amendment in there. That's what it is, the Sixth Amendment. Where they always felt that the jurors would be the final arbitrators of the law. The most powerful entity in a courtroom is not the judge or the prosecutor, it's the jury. And the jury is the only one that can actually put you in prison.
Right.
If you demand a jury trial. That was the purpose of demanding a jury trial. You can argue that the law is wrong. I'm not wrong, I didn't do anything. This is a fight between me and the state. The judge is supposed to be the referee, and the jury is supposed to be the final arbitrator of the law.
Right.
But over the last 200 years, the legal profession tried to hide these facts. They tried to steal their own power. They've become the evil empire, to be honest with you. Not trying to get really, but some of these big legal organizations are dangerous.
Well, that's when we went from the justice system to the criminal justice system.
And
that's when it changed.
This is a big part of these organizations that got the fact that you can't talk about jury nullification. They're taught that it's somehow anarchy. When jury nullification was the concept was to prevent anarchy.
Right.
And they've somehow switched it around. You can't talk about it. A couple court cases, no one else wants to fight it. Because it fell in favor of the legal profession. So they just left it alone. No one challenged it. There were certain arguments, but the power is there. It doesn't, whether they talk about it or not. And in my couple court cases, I tried my best to exercise it. I think I did. I think I enlightened people. A lot of people can call me jury nullification man, instead of weed man. Like they never even heard of jury nullification until they heard about this dude Weedman. There's a whole lot of people who think that.
Right on, man.
But
that's cool,
so that's what this tour is about, also.
That's well needed, because if you look at the big picture of what you guys are doing out there, and just what you went through, and what you stand for in your market, you know how many young activists are thinking, I could run for Congress.
You can.
I could, I could start an organization, because like for Colorado, 5 years ago when we started One Blunt Radio, there was no urban radio show for marijuana in our state.
Right.
So what you heard here was not getting into all the neighborhoods. And when we came alive, we was able to start going into neighborhoods people were scared to go in.
Listen, I got to tell you, that's always been a pet peeve of mine, that I would go protest all over the place, this, that, and the other, and there'd be nobody from our community there.
That's our fight right now. Like we go down and talk at the city and county over the legislatures. While we went down at least the last 4 times, and the last 4 times, by the time we left out of there, the biggest thing I could think of was there was no African American presence.
Right.
Not our preachers in our community. Yep. Not the Urban League. Like none.
I've complained
of
about
these
it.
So-called leaders, and I say so-called because it's fashionable to show up for Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
But it's not fashionable to stop these kids from going to jail before the preacher's trying to pray over the mama and talk about how to get little Billy out of jail. You can stop little Billy from going to jail.
Now, I tell you what, the NAACP, I've been arguing with the NAACP about that for years. Just recently, because I used to say anyway, the NAACP and the National Black Clergy are the same. They are.
I agree.
Okay, so they're the same. The upper echelons of both of those organizations are black Christian ministers.
Right.
Okay, so that whole it somehow it held them back from seeing that the war on drugs was just as much of a civil rights violation as anything that Jim Crow put out there.
They missed the first part of Genesis too.
Yeah,
Genesis
exactly.
Tells you at 129 about the seed and the plant, and it's referred to as the meat.
Right.
The meat. Who wants to pass up the meat?
So that's been the biggest,
that's the best part of the meal.
biggest impediment to reaching the communities of color has actually been the black church.
I'm actually calling them out.
Right. Well, I have to.
I'm actually now in the city saying that it's not acceptable that you don't get involved.
Right.
Because I can guarantee you, if I go to every church in our communities here and do a poll of how many people have been in jail for weed, I win.
You know what? You know what? You can go to a black church and find blunt wrappings in the church parking lot too.
Yes, you can. You're damn right.
Yes, you can.
And empty bottles.
Yeah.
And used condoms.
Yeah, exactly. So, but for some reason, Now, I actually have to tell you something. A church in Camden, New Jersey, recently called me out and told me that I can come address their church whenever I want to.
Wow, very cool.
And I have to admit
that's a big step.
It has been me not making it happen. Because if he left an open invitation, I could have went last week. But he did leave an open invitation, and I'm going to take him up on it. I'm going to take it up on it real soon.
SOS
that's real talk. I would love you to film that, so when I do go talk to these preachers here, I like to see them see a church not being scared to really give the word.
Right.
All you got to do is ask, how many of you in this church have a mother, brother, sister, cousin, daddy who smokes marijuana on a regular basis that you don't think is a bad person?
Yeah, everybody's going to
add that to it too.
How many do you know that does who you think is a bad person?
Or how many people do you think
that
has had a detrimental health problem that now that you've learned more about marijuana, it probably would have helped them.
Right.
It probably would have helped them and restore the quality of their life. Instead of them having to go down a very horrible moment because there was just dialysis. There's just this boatload of pills. Just like with what's going on with the VA. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to be 14 days, but you're getting 6 months, a year before you get into a doctor. But they know how to give you pills first. They know how to bring out Vicodin and Percocet and Demerol, and how can we get you doped up? And now, as we see with the athletes, you see over 600 athletes now stepping up. And Camden, New Jersey, the Super Bowl last year, the Bud Bowl, it really added more light to marijuana and these pills. Stuff like what happened with us at the Broncos Stadium put marijuana in the NFL's face because CNN and people started talking about it. And then Tavert shows up and brings paperwork of why won't you look at marijuana. Now you got 600 players. You got people like Jim McMahon, a Super Bowl MVP quarterback, saying that I could go in the locker room after the game and you would give me a brown bag and give me whatever the hell I wanted and however much I needed so that I could be ready for next Sunday.
Right.
Not so that I could live good. It's not so my quality of life is restored, just so I can be that mule, that slave that continue to bring that money into this stadium, into this city, into this owner's pocket.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous how we're watching the persecution go down, and then you look at things like what you taught. How many people probably would have not been in the troubles they're in now if they knew about nullification?
Oh yeah! Imagine what's going to happen as this Enlightenment tour works, as thousands of people. Man, people get arrested every day. So people get arrested, and they're going to run to the internet. They're going to just see how they can fight this case, and they're going to start bumping into all this jury nullification thing. This is going to spread. It's going to become a movement, you know. And over the years, I've been talking about jury nullification for a long time. You can't Google the word without it. About me popping up. I didn't invent it. William Penn did. You know, the full info. You know, the Star Chambers of England created this issue that became part of. You know, a lot of people don't understand that all our laws in America are based on Old English common law.
Right.
So to be honest with you, that's what happened. Jury nullification was really created in England after the whole Star Chambers thing, after William Penn, and after the John Wood trials of England in, I don't know, what's the date? 1669. Something like that. Yeah, my bad. But yeah. But see, yo, that's the crazy thing too. See, smoking weed's always. I like reading. I like sucking up info. I got all these tidbits of information all over because of weed. You know, I play Jeopardy. I'm good at Jeopardy because I have all these millions of bits of information that get stuck in my head, and I think it gets stuck there because of weed.
Hey,
and the whole knowledge of William Penn, if everyone just knew it, most people don't know it. Most people don't even understand that was all ingrained in our whole, the way our laws were built, was built. I think William Penn has more influence on the American Constitution and the Bill of Rights than anybody else. He was a Quaker, which was illegal in the King's English, in the King's religion, the Church of England. They banned it. So he was a Quaker. So he had an illegal religion. Some people say Rastafarians are illegal religions in America too, or anybody who thinks of marijuana as a sacrament. You have an illegal religion, right? Or whatever. Yeah, right. So but you're generally are illegal,
right?
Because of your choice of sacrament,
right?
Synagogue.
Okay, it's the same thing as the Church of England did, right? So William Penn, he insisted on freedom of religion issues, First Amendment issues, which turned into our First Amendment. He went through the whole trials of arguing the law was wrong because he was told that his religion was illegal and he couldn't practice it. So he went to the town square and practiced it. He preached on the corner the illegal religion, got arrested, went to trial. That's the whole civil disobedience thing. And the whole Sixth Amendment, he demanded a jury trial. All came out of this guy who was a one guy. Yeah. And he argued all these things. Eventually, a lot of history books say he migrated to America and he ended up in Pennsylvania. He got kicked out of the country. They wanted this pain in the ass gone. Here, give him a land grant in the other part of the world. And they gave him this whole tract of land it's called Pennsylvania. That was what William Penn got because he caused chaos in the English legal system. They got rid of him. He didn't even get sent to Australia where they went as prisoners. He got sent they paid him to go.
Wow. And you get this area,
but the sixth,
don't come back.
So that's the sixth. That's the Sixth and the Seventh Amendment. All came through this guy. The First Amendment, freedom of religion. The Sixth Amendment, the right to a fair trial, and the same thing with the Seventh Amendment, right to a fair trial. Or the Sixth Amendment is more really a right to assistance of counsel. You're allowed to have a lawyer. All came through this guy. Three of the 8 fundamental rights came from William Penn, and there's nobody who can say that other than William Penn. But nobody knows the history of William Penn. But William Penn's what he put into the Constitution is what has changed things several times in the past. This reefer revolution in marijuana right now is one of those things that William Penn's influence changes. Like I said, 1850s it was used to combat the Fugitive Slave Acts. In the 1920s and 30s it was used to prevent conviction of people for alcohol. It was getting to that point with the Vietnam War and things here in America. I mean, there's some famous court cases from around the country. I practically know about the Camden 28. There was some voter registration people. They destroyed They destroyed military cars. They went on trial, and the jury refused to convict them. But it was getting to that point with the Vietnam War when the war ended, so they didn't quite get there. But right now, with the Reefer Revolution, we've won, and they refuse to quit. So this is our next option. You know, we can teach everybody about jury nullification. You get a weed charge, and you should be saying to the cop, "See you in court, buddy."
Right?
You know, see you in court.
I got a new.
Tell the judge that
for the legal throat chop.
Yeah, and yeah, you should say, "I want a jury. I want a jury trial. I don't want to hear nothing about no plea deal. Give me a jury trial." And when the jury's in front of you, you address the jury. The law is wrong.
Right.
There's half the jury right there believes you.
Well, you know,
the law is totally wrong.
Yeah, I didn't do anything wrong here. I should be found not guilty. The law's wrong.
If you're innocent, why would you take a plea deal? That's all.
They
I
scare everybody, and they don't know about jury
right.
nullification.
Well, this is their motto. They're gonna hit you hard, make it hurt, and then offer you a deal that you cannot refuse. Okay, what do I mean by that? Hit you hard, they're gonna raid you. Number two, make it hurt. Well, they're gonna say, "I'm gonna give you 84 years or whatever the case, life without parole because of pot." You know, okay, that's making it hurt. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to give you a deal you can't refuse. Okay, you take our plea deal, we're going to just give you, I don't know, 24 years.
Exactly.
You know, okay, now that's their
It's
game.
bribery.
Yes.
And it worked for me before. I took a plea before.
Trust me.
But it's bribery. They bribe you of your right to a fair trial by offering you leniency. If I offered a witness, hey, I'll give you this, that, and the other, even if it's leniency. If I offered a witness something and said, come to court and testify, they would charge me with witness tampering. But the prosecutor gets to do that all the time.
So
they get to bribe you. They get to bribe you to testify against yourself.
Here's what jury nullification does. It puts the power back in the hands of the people.
Right.
And the way that it does that is that when they understand that the crime that the person is charged with is not a crime against people, it's a crime against corporations.
Right.
This soulless being that benefits from this law being a law. And that you have to, as like you said, as a citizen, as a patriot, it is your absolute duty to stay up all night and dream that jury notification will come and you get a chance to go out there and do what you got to do. You know, go sign up, not to vote, but to get on a jury. You know, because this is where you're going to knock them down. Now, what the Weedman's got is he has a good formula put together. We're going to try to make it even more better for everybody. One, he's going to tell about how jury nullification works. Two, and we're going to make it for the prosecution. Here's their deal. One, they're going to have to work. They don't like that. They're all lazy. You know, they just want to just use the muscle. Two, they might lose. Three, we're going to make them look bad. Promise you.
Yeah.
So if you want to come and bust down people, you know, the Weedman's going to have a way whereby he's going to tell people what he can give to the police when they come to your house, what your statement is, and that they can take along with you and whatever else you got to the prosecution after they bust you. And the prosecution, at that point in time, has to make a decision as to whether or not they're going to want to prosecute you. We have on our website, Cannabis Patriots Unite, the Weedman website, and we'll be putting it together, fill in the blanks about what motions you should demand that your public defender file on your behalf. If you have these motions that he has to file on your behalf, that the court has to bring in experts and
not
pay
even
for
for
them
money.
to come in.
Just get putting it on the internet.
Right.
You know,
So-
you walk into all these. You
Right.
can't find lawyers that'll do it for you anyway. But they would charge you thousands if you want it. Most of the time, when they bust you, one of the first things they do is take all your money.
Right.
You know, I mean, you can go online right now and just type in NJ Weedman defense. Just type it in Google search, Google News search, and I've put different versions of things online, just free, right? And I as nerdy as I am on some things, I've actually been pretty good with fighting my own legal cases. And I've won a couple arguments, not just with marijuana, with free speech arguments, DNA case, a couple other things, right? But anyway, recently, that was one of the things I put online. I want to expand that with CPU to just get that whole, just give it away. Ralph describes himself as a recovering lawyer, by the way. I do have a whole anti-lawyer streak in me. You know what I mean? Like, the real reason why we have a war on drugs right now is because of the lawyers.
Right.
It's the lawyers. The lawyers look at I call it the cannabis cash cow. They want to milk it, right? That one way or the other, lawyers are always milking the cannabis cash cow. Whereas me, I think the opposite. Somebody needs to slit that heifer's throat. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. But they're trying to milk it. That's why you're fighting lawyers everywhere.
This is the plan is to be able to get rid of the lawyers and make the public defenders do the job that the lawyers would do if they had the balls and or
cut them all out
conviction to do it.
Right.
Cut them all out of the picture to bring it all to the jury.
Just go from patient to prosecution. They got to make up a mind, because here's the general steps. 1, don't get busted. 2, if you get busted, don't get prosecuted. 3, if you get prosecuted, don't get convicted. If you get convicted, don't get sentenced. If you get sentenced, don't get sentenced very long. You got to keep throwing these roadblocks in front of you every minute. So you start out in the beginning of finding a way not to get prosecuted. So the more people that join in the movement, the more the courts get clogged, the more the people are going to scream, hey, don't waste our money on this bullshit.
We want to get it to the point where a prosecutor, upon receiving some paperwork from a person who gets their paperwork, just upon seeing it, realizes, oh shit, I got one of them. Like, oh man, I gotta work. Oh man, how are we gonna deal with this guy? He's got these arguments. He's using the Weedman defense. I want that out there.
We're gonna put up a link on our site so they can get to the
Now, this concept. Here's why I needed Ralph's input as a lawyer. Also, the concepts that I developed, obviously, as a pro se person. I'm fighting my own court case in New Jersey, so I've researched New Jersey law and have court on in New Jersey. I see the concepts around every state. I do understand all that, but I haven't researched every state to be able to find certain court cases or arguments to argue. Him as a lawyer, he's more trained to do those type of arguments. So at some point, not saying a promise, but we will be putting out some generic arguments to be able to argue in most states without specifically targeting exactly each state's particular laws.
Wow, very cool, man. Very cool. So, I think we're going to go ahead and take this time to go ahead and take a break and listen to some music, pause for the cause. But we're listening to New Jersey Weedman. We are joined by One Blunt Radio. And you know what? We're having a good time. We're learning a lot, man. We're going to be right back. This is Moth 22.9 in Denver, Colorado.
That's right, y'all. And on One Blunt Radio, we will be right back. It's the Midday Burn. Trade trash. Trade trash. Everything I put on the tray and rolled down. Everything rolled up and smoked in emergency situations. Trade trash. Trade trash, that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoked and shit that got me lit. From tripping with the griffins to that trico shiitake. Got me super dance moves like the Jabberwockies. Trade trash, that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoked and shit that got me lit. From tripping with the griffins to that trico shiitake. Got me super dance moves like the Jabberwockies.
My trade trash keeps me SOS and stay high. 5280 from the shake I scrape up. Zigzag raps, dabbing on wax. Hey, 64 pass, can you pass the Dutchie? If it's trade trash, that makes it that more lovely. Kick back with a lady, smoking for bubbly. My tray trash be blueberry and concentrate. Smoking with the Griffins, got my mind not thinking straight.
Tray trash that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoke, this shit that got me lit. From tripping with the Griffins to that Trico Shiitake, got me super damn smooth like a Jabberwocky. Tray trash that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoke, this shit that got me lit. From tripping with the Griffins to that Trico Shiitake, got me super dance moves like the Jabberwocky. I don't know what I'm tasting, the shit I be vaping. When my body hurt, I need to escape, I start puffing. Only homegrown, I be so blown out the frame. Before feeling every time different, never the same. Wax for the dabber in me, I want a Superman high. River Rock at the clinic, had me feeling like the first high. Like day one smoking, no joking, tray trash got me floating. Don't blow my high, man, with that Facebook poking. I smoke like a deadhead, chicken chonker, stronger. Lung capacity, cause I'm a dabber, 250 on my vapor. When I'm running low, I hit a tray with the scraper, minute up my fungo, leave you dumb, bro, a headbanger. When I run out at night, my tray get me through the daylight. All else fails to do me to the rescue, I'll buy time. That tray trash with a nigga short on his stash. Might need a little cash between the dispensary dash and dispensary dash, yeah. Tray trash that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoke, this shit that got me lit. From tripping with the Griffins to that Trico Shiitake, got me super dance smooth like a Jabberwocky. Tray trash that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoke, this shit that got me lit. From tripping with the Griffins to that Trico Shiitake, got me super dance moves like the Jabberwocky. Tray trash that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoke, this shit that got me lit. From tripping with the Griffins to that Trico Shiitake, got me super dance moves like the Jabberwocky. Tray trash that fire, not to be fooled with. Everything I smoke, this shit that got me lit. From tripping with the Griffins to that Trico Shiitake, got me super dance moves like the Jabberwocky.
What's up? I'm splashing shit. Diaries of a lyricist. Verse for verse. That's right. Every day, another track. Check this out. I got this. I felt this right here. Like I felt this like I put it. I be like, I'm happy, hungry, sleepy. All I do is really smoke, but I'm happy, hungry, sleepy. I got the munchies, nigga, what time is it? I said, happy, hungry, sleepy. Hit the block and make money so I can just smoke. I like to just smoke a gang of damn weed. A gang of weed, nigga, a whole bunch of weed. I take it to the face, I hotbox in the car. Even if it's broke down, I smoke it out for what? I like to see the smoke come out the windows. When I smoke the car up out the windows, you can see me standing up in the limo, looking like I'm standing in the middle of a volcano. It's like smoke, smoke, smoke all around. Grab the microphone, boy, I'm from the D-town. I'm from the city of smoke, that's the Mile High. I flip flows on one take all night. I'm like the one punch bandit. I lasted, elastic, I'm nowhere near plastic. I flip flows, make you represent the underground though. See me like Biggie and Pac for show, but I'm living with the truth like Scarface. I'm like red and meth, I'm gone on shit though. I'm floating over the scene, I'm spitting cold though. They love it when I grab the microphone and let go. I flip voices like dudes in two type of places, like personalities, like everlasting things. I keep on going like I'm talking to myself, like I'm out of my mind, out of my body, I'm out of myself. But things that I spit never know, no. If I grab the microphone, I just blow mojo. Take it to the face like the bud I grow. The bud I grow, nigga, the bud I grow. I'm happy, hungry, sleepy. All I do is get high, high, high. Happy, hungry, sleepy. All I do is get high, high, high. Happy, hungry, sleepy. All I do is get high. Get high, boy, I'm happy, hungry, sleepy. I just get high, I just get high. I get high like 24/7, 7 days a week. I wake and bake, I wake and vape, I escape. I grab the microphone, I just take. Puff, puff, pass, nigga, talk, glass. Blast the face of that icky, sticky smoke. The The icky, sticky smoke I grow, though. I just be thinking to myself, I smoke, bro. And if I had to hit it up, I just go, though. Schizo. I just love it when I'm smoking on good weed. It make me eat chicken and tacos and all that. Some enchiladas and chicken that's rotisserie. Rotisserie, boy, I hit it cause it's easily. I represent my camp as Ponomo. Blood radio, live wire. What up, Sharky? Though we sitting in the back. This is freestyle. Everything that I hit is one take now. It's like me with the bolo punch. 3 seconds in the first round. Mike Tyson, boy, out to lunch. Fastest knockout in the game. Smoked out. Let me get the vortex. Water bong, man. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Happy, hungry, sleepy when I'm gone, dog. When I'm gone, dog, boy, I smoke, smoke, smoke.
Only 20 haters, tryna get 23. Fall the day is over, no one to hate on me. Only 20 haters, tryna get 23. Fall the day is over, no one to hate on me. No one to hate on me, No one to hate on me, No one to hate on me, Me, myself, I just wanna let the people know that I be out here trying to get it. Know that I don't give a damn about you niggas talking shit about a nigga when a nigga wanna spit it like this. I fucks with everybody, this rap shit is my job. But a nigga really need a promotion, that's the reason why I mob all around. Going city to city, I get gritty, and you know that every time I touch a mic, I get gritty. Tell him, yup, all about the dollar, so I'm smashing the whip, trying to get to the next one. He's about to get jiggy, not the man of my city, not the man of my town. Everybody that's around know I hold shit down, and I rap my town. They got CO to the fullest, cause they know that I'm the coolest. I can do it to the fullest. Every time I touch a microphone, I bust. My name is Albeez. 4 she's told that I bust, and I'm a Russian nigga, smoke 'em in the dust, and it's a must bust a cousin every record, cause I fucking never gave when I made time. Be the flow, and every time I go, I gotta spit it, so you know that I'm a represent the cold, and all I really smoke is gold, and that's the reason I'm a blow, and every time I wanna flow, I got the PPL and go. You don't wanna be the reason niggas come attack it with the rap, and all a nigga want is money, get it crackin' if you want to. I'm ready to trip, and I can see it in your eyes. You ready to slip, so niggas suck it to kick it, bucket, fuck it, you wanna do it. I be trippin' when it's be sippin', when I'm about to flow it, in a minute I'm ready to lose it. If that's good, you tell them my bitch she's, and I am that nigga. Only 20 haters, tryna get 23. Fall the day is over, no one to hate on me. Only 20 haters, tryna get 23. Fall the day is over, no one to hate on me. No one to hate on me, No one to hate on me, No one to hate on me, Go ahead with your hating ass. Hate a nigga from his head to his toes. With a million motherfuckers in the world to hate on. I'm glad I'm the nigga you chose. So right on. Matter of fact, I let the motherfucking light on. Just in case you got lost, you can find the balls. When the other day just decided to quit. I gained 2 when they see my bitch. I gained 4 when they see my bit. I gained 6 when they see my whip. Whatever you doing swift, keep doing that shit. It's funny how a motherfucker start making money, then a motherfucker wanna go ahead. A motherfucker, then a nigga wanna go ahead. Talk behind a nigga back, act like we ain't scrapping when you see a motherfucker. Now everybody know that nigga trippin'. Nigga musta bumped his head on some shit. Now everybody know that nigga smoking. Nigga got the nerve to talk about Swift. So shy, and Albeez. Same track, so it's gotta be high. The nigga gon' keep talking shit on this motherfucking beat till the beat don't drop. Nigga, I hate me too. If I was you, probably just jump on some high shit. Hate them niggas from the ACO, cause they be on that fly shit. Why you over there looking at me when you should be peeping my bitch? Oh, that's the reason you hate. Mom stay, continue to hate, nigga. Only 20 haters, tryna get 23. Fall the day is over, no one to hate on me. Only 20 haters, tryna get 23. Fall the day is over, no one to hate on me. No one to hate on me, No one to hate on me, No one to hate on me,
All right. Y'all better go pick it up right now. That 5 Minutes of Fame by Dr. D.B. Kush is available now. 400 digital outlets: iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, NotOnlyStreet.com. That's NotOnlyStreet.com. Go pick it up. Hot bangers like Underdog. Check the video on YouTube and on drdbkush.info. Trey Trash, man, to the face. Colorado fan. Then you can cut that joint on and just let it roll. That's a Colorado classic. From me to you, I make music for we folks. Yes.
Right now.
Yes, he said he didn't think it'd be that long.
We could hit there 1:30, 2 o'clock. Easy.
And I told him I'd just stay outside anyway.
We got the live shout out. They're talking
If I was
about
going to do
the
it.
case going down, and probably people that want to get involved. So why don't you go ahead and let them know what Bob Dolan was going down today at Arapahoe?
Yeah, I was invited to also come to go down to Bob Dolar's court hearing today at 3 o'clock, and they were going to have a jury nullification protest outside with flyers and just to inform the public. Hopefully, when their jurors were the regular scheduled jurors who were leaving for the day, not his case jurors, but just the regular jurors, they would see that. And still, it all falls into the whole fully informing the jury. Maybe those jurors may see this information today and happen to get called back 3 years from now.
Right.
And they'll still have this information.
Correct.
No, definitely. And if anybody is wondering who Bob Dolar is, Bob Dolar runs the Human Solution in Denver. And he is a caregiver that got a case about 3 years ago and has been fighting it ever since. He's been doing it pro se himself.
Right.
Anytime the courts mess up, boy, he's filing lawsuits against him, man. It's funny, man. I mean, I've read a lot of his lawsuits, man.
Right.
But,
And see,
he does it.
and see, those types gravitate towards me. So I know these cases and these people from all over the country. So it's like, just so happens I'm here and he's having a court date that day. So he was
I was like, stoked to know that you're going to go out there and show some love and support. So anybody out there listening, if you're down in the South DTC area, it's off of Arapahoe and the Arapahoe County. Yeah, Potomac. So, Arapahoe County Courthouse, we're down
I don't know. I'm just GPSing.
and like I said, we got NJ Weedman all the way here. Making this track back. I want to make sure that y'all know that. Like, he's making this way. He's going to be here a couple days. But y'all go to his PayPal. Donate. Go to the PayPal. Check out the link. Put some love up. Check the van out. You see the picture we posted. Help him get that van back to New Jersey so we can get on the campaign trail out there.
Put a link up on your page. I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link. All right, there you go.
We'll do the same thing.
I appreciate it.
Involved, man, because
now when we leave here, first of all, we left Los Angeles knowing we didn't have enough money to make it all the way across the country. I've done this before, to be honest with you. I left Los Angeles before my court trial a couple years ago. No, I gave myself 20 days to get there, and I left out of Los Angeles just PayPaling for a pothead. I was putting a post on, just for gas, and people would put $20 here, $10 here, and I would add up, a couple $100. I get $200, and I would go from, say, Las Vegas to Denver, and I got to Denver, and I did it again, and that got me enough to get me to Iowa, where I met you, Ray, right?
Yeah,
You're in Iowa. That's how I met Ray. Yeah. Ray said, "Come to my house. I got $50 or whatever it was. I got $50 for you. I got some weed, whatever." I rode to Ray's house, and he gassed me up that day, which got me another 100 miles down the road. Then it was somebody in Illinois. I can't remember who it was in Illinois right now. Yeah, and I got to take care of Chicago. Then I went to Cincinnati. Same thing. I left Cincinnati. I had to go back up to Kent State because some Kent State students wanted me to come there. So I came back to Kent State, and when I left Kent State, I actually had enough to make it to Jersey from there. But cool. I stopped in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, because some people in Carlisle, Pennsylvania just wanted to smoke with me. So I smoked there, and they gave me like $50 in gas. I went to Jersey. So I'm actually doing the same thing again.
Well, we're going to do what we can to help you get some gas money on the way back. Hopefully you know, we can
I got
definitely
another
show
friend
you
with a
some
radio
love.
station too that I can get you plugged in and get you down to get some more ears in.
But it actually doesn't end here either, because now the Weedmobile gets to ride around the county, ride around the state. So even if you're not from, you guys won your war here, in a way.
Well,
it's still a fight,
yeah.
but the battle's not here. The front lines are there.
Right,
you guys can orchestrate some insurgency type things to help win the war over there.
Right. Well, that's what we keep trying to put out is that
I'm trying.
we may
I'm
have
what you said. I'm going on the road and going in places that people need more people on the ground to see what it's like to hear from people that actually live the lifestyle we live.
Well, for the Coloradans, now is not the time to get complacent. We may have won a battle, but the war still rages on. And until
you have to know Babylon is not going to die easy. There's going to be a lot of death throes. There's going to be a lot of people get seriously screwed up still.
Sure. Sure. And it's still happening here in Colorado. So it still hasn't really ended here.
It's not whether or not you should let up. Now's the time to put on the gas, pour more coal on the fire, and push this thing home, because if we don't do that, there's going to be that many more people who are going to suffer in the future. The sooner we are allowed to free up the herb, the sooner we will be in a position to alleviate human suffering. If you know about the science of the herb, you understand that what it does is it promotes balance even on a cellular level. We are all vertebrates, from one-celled sea squirts to humans, are pot machines. We produce cannabinoids. When the cannabinoid's job is to balance your system, it's in all of your organs. There's millions of receptors in your brain. And as you age and go out of balance, the pharmaceutical people, they want to let you give them some kind of drug that will pinpoint putting you back into balance, either making something work or stopping something from going too fast. But the herb does all of that. It takes cancers and kills it. It encapsulates it and acts as a neuroprotectant for the cells around it. The problem about herb being illegal has nothing at all to do with anything bad for people. It's all about being bad for corporations. If people are sick and off balance, they will give you everything. This cancer business that they sell through these grocery stores, where people, they walk inside of there, and if they're not getting cancer from that, they get it from the pills they sell them at the other end of the corner. I mean, what they are is they're authorized to sell GMO products that will give you cancer. A quarter of everybody will die from cancer before they're dead. That's the plan. They are here to eliminate us. We must band together. The problem is that the herb is not free. As Peter Tosh said, this I hold in my hand is my personal connection with the Almighty, with me understanding that I'm part of something and I need to be free to medicate myself and love my brothers. So what I want to say to you is that all you guys are patriots in your own fashion, because what you do is you continue to open the people's eyes to what's happening. And you can't get a loud enough voice. You can't print enough pamphlets. You can't encourage enough people. You can't show enough people who are sick and very sick that this oil will help balance and protect them. So I applaud all you guys. I've been doing this now for plus 40 years in most of the states and the foreign countries. I've had the honor of being Bob Marley's mother's attorney.
Wow.
I represented her in Bob's estate. I've had the honor of knowing Peter Tosh and being the defender of his youngest child, who is a patriot caught in the snare of how they grabbed the black and brown people off the roads in New Jersey, where the Weedman, he's up against this criminal organization, from police all the way to the Supreme Court, that are headed by Christie. He appoints all the prosecutors, he appoints all the judges, he manages the cops. No one can rat anybody out because they're all in on it. You want a favor, you get a favor. There's no, hey, what's going on? But what the Weedman does is he opens people's eyes to this reality that what they are trying to put everybody in jail for and do these worst things is because of its competition with Babylon, nothing else. The herb, it is of course the most sacred thing. If we had nothing left to start our civilization, but for one thing, it should have to be a seed, as it would feed us and protect us.
Right. I'm sorry, but from right here I got to chime in because everything he just said got me put into a psych unit for saying. It got me dragged through not the criminal aspect of the New Jersey legal system, but the family aspect of the court system. I had DIFUS involvement. They did remove my then 4-year-old son from my wife's custody. They prevented me from living in the house with my wife and child for almost 2 years. I just recently got it resolved.
For speaking the truth.
Yeah,
No, I
for speaking the
understand.
truth.
Yeah. Publicly, speaking the truth.
I'm a type
publicly.
1
Yeah.
insulin-dependent diabetic, been since 12 years old. I wear an insulin pump 24 hours a day since 13. I found out about Rick Simpson's cannabis oil. I saw a run from the cure. And I also have diabetic gastroparesis. I start puking out of nowhere. I end up in a hospital dehydrated on IV bags of IV fluids for hydration. And life is terrible. I was on all kinds of pharmaceuticals, and it made it worse. I have a scar from a testing. They were testing out a gastric stimulator. It's like a pacemaker that they attach to the vagus nerve. It was putting me in the hospital more than just before, as I was still being diagnosed. It would help with smoking pot. I started talking about it, and then I found out about the oil, and I found out it could help that, and then I'm thinking about it, well, wait, ADHD, my son's hyperactive, they're giving it to kids for brain cancer, and, it could calm him down. I could see him being able to sit there and focus. Okay, let me try giving it to my son after I noticed it was already working so well for me. And I saw it was working well for him on one dose. Up to about 3 days, he was perfect, and I started talking about it, and as soon as I did that, all hell broke loose, and they came down on me hard. The good news is, because I was documenting everything, the Union County Prosecutor's Office refused to file criminal charges against me. That was a major victory. Another major victory is now that the case is over,
in your life
I
is
smoked pot through the
funny.
entire case. I stayed strong. I kept talking. They had me in a psych unit. They were shooting me up with Risperdal and Depakote and all kinds of antipsychotic medication. I've never been on that stuff a day in my life. I mean, I might do crazy things, but define crazy. I'm not going to go postal and go wiping out a room of people for no reason,
Right.
Unless you try coming after me for some reason. I think that's normal, Sure. I have the right to defend myself in the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Right.
I'm sorry, I don't believe in this land of the coward, home of the slave crap. But I had to stand up for myself and encourage other people to do the same, because you can win. You have to be strong. They try to beat you down, and they do bankrupt you. It cost me initially it was $20,000. It's up to about $35,000, almost $40,000 in legal expenses.
See why he won?
Person.
See why he won the driver lottery?
I've been fighting for this for a while. And,
I mean, for one, I thank you all for what you do, especially you, for your continued fight. 40 years, man. I mean,
that's a long
time. That's a long time. And I've been following you for a long time, and dude, you're a soldier. You truly are. And our community. I'm honored just to meet you in person. And I mean, everybody what you're doing. You're right. Patriots in your own way. And I mean.
It's a reefer revolution. I'm telling you, that's what's going on. Man. It's been going on for a few years now.
I'm always saying we're brother in arms, man.
History's going to look back at this time period and give it a name. It's going why not put it out there now?
Right.
Call it the reefer revolution. That's what's going on right now.
Go ahead and take a break, guys, because these guys got to get out of here. They got another appointment. And you know what?
When we come back, we will have Albeez for Sheens. Aco Records in the building.
Very cool, very cool. This is on 22.9 10 Radio in Denver, Colorado. Guys, we will be right back.
And on that note, too, I want to make sure you get them the info how to get a hold to you before we slip out and take another music break.
All right.
cpunite.org.
Yeah. So wait a minute. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say exactly what we need to put out there.
Facebook.com. Weed Road Warriors.
Write it all down so you can.
Yeah, so he can put it on his. So he can put it on his page.
We need a piece of paper. Always type it and send it.
While y'all writing that down, I just want to say once again,
we get it
plan to
written
see you a few more times before you out. I want to hook you up with a few of my friends that got a few more stations that I can get you on.
Okay.
And, I want to definitely get the bus and the van together for a photo.
Yeah, we need to do that right now, right?
Yeah, we get our bus out. We go pick it up at the storage.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say we would just ride right over next to it, the side by side.
Yeah, that's what one day I want to go put it out. Somebody sideswiped us at one time.
Oh shoot.
So we stopped parking and we was parking and then take it to a safe place.
Yeah.
Where they keep cameras on it.
Yeah.
Like what you going through with the police? We've had the persecution of our bus because it says cannabis.
Right.
Yeah. We've had various tickets.
Well, I had that happen to me before. I came back to my van one time and both headlights were busted out. Somebody just broke both headlights. Yeah.
It comes up. It pops up.
Now I want to just put out the main face, but this isn't it. We're here in Denver, but I still got more than halfway across the country to go. Right here.
Everywhere we touch down, we're gonna let them know.
Yeah, if you could put it out there, that would have. Oh, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. Oh shit.
Stuff going on.
Just right here, right?
This isn't plug that
We're getting
Oh, I'm sorry.
excited
Damn.
and anxious to having you down.
Yeah, sorry about
Looking
that.
around to see what unplugged, but I get
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
over here, so
It is. Oh, it's just
Tim,
confused.
he don't matter. He don't matter.
Oh,
the
shoot.
live stuff's over here. We didn't. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I should have checked anyway. He said that one. I was like, okay.
We're gonna stay in contact with
We're gonna be on that side of town.
Talk to you guys again
For DC, we're going to DC for the
get on our main.
Okay.
For the 4th of July.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'll be there. The 4th of July Hemp Coalition thing.
We
Yeah.
can be performing too.
Okay. I'll be there.
I'm hella lifted, a little something I had done got me twisted. And drinking both ends, I'm double fisted. They know that I be spitting, plus I like to party on the regular. If you's a hater to see you later, I'm about my paper. The neighbors that come through, the homies that come through. So many cars up on the block, police don't know what to do. That poppin'. Plus the way I spit, they know I'm gifted. Plus I got a little something that's gonna get everybody lifted. Sit it for a second, cause I thought I was gonna pass out. Faded at the party, walk around with my ass out. Red card holder, so you know I got the chronic. I'ma smoke until I vomit, still cleaner than some common. Did you know? I rap only cause I can't sing, but I want to. I'm lifted, but I promise I won't do that shit. I might later, but I won't now. We used to get me lifted, but it don't now. The liquor do every time I drink it, I'm right there. You couldn't see me if you was in front of me standing right there. I might get and I fight fair and fight here. Get to screaming and clawing nigga like I'm a hype bear.
We didn't eat nowhere. Y'all want to eat, right? Yeah. So we need to swing by somewhere and eat something. Figure out something.
SOS.
He's giving it to you now.
Who's the email talking right there? SOS 1BR
at yahoo.com.
When you live like this, it's supposed to be hard. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm about to get it in. 2012, that's a new model. I want to tell a friend. I've been too free. Daddy Madison, I get lifted every day.
See, I already plugged you. I got you out there. Thank you. I got you.
Everybody, outside throwing corners in my bag. My bag's in the back seat. Check it. Archive.
Alright, this for everybody that get lifted. Everybody that smokes, everybody put your lighters up. Right now, we're gonna do it like this. Let me hear you say puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. Let me hear you say puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. Ah.
What's up, y'all? This my shit right here. Diaries of a Lyricist. I've always wanted to say something to this. As the palm fell, you know, I look little, like, you know, I'm heavy. Check it out, y'all. See, I step back as I approach the mic. I flip flows like I do it like I like. There's many men in the world that wish that I never existed. Like a mist, and wonder how I got this flow that always made a move though. Wonder how I always stayed on top of the game though. Wonder how we never had a lot of bread, but we was like the dudes that had a lot of bread. Hilltop click, an icon, not nothing that you can say to your kids or your name, son. You still got a city of ours that's there. You know the one that's hit you up, something like for listening. Or let the dogs loose, or Hilltop, self-titled Hilltop. That's us. Still got that shit to make y'all move though. But I moved on. Let me give a description though. So I dropped the Goon Squad 1, Goon Squad 2. Came with Get Ya. That was me. I got ya. Now I'm still dropping shit like Colorado, Last Call 1 and 2. That's me on the mixtape Trail 2. And now I'm dropping some more like Barbecue Classics. That's me and A1 the Biz. So I flip the microphone, boy, I'm the shit. I get high, do you get high? But I get high all day long. I said I get high, but do you get high? But I get high all day long. 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 Do you get high? But I get high, but I get high. So I stepped up to the mic. I got real high, so I floated solo ride. So I stepped through, rolling in my Cougar, 150 in the dash, bringing it back to ya. Yeah, I'm hot, so I'm dropping this drastic flow. This drastic flow. I'm sick with this shit. It's one take, bandit, elastic. Yep, I told you before, the time I get them, boy, I split them, y'all. Every time I hit them, every time I get them, boy, I'm with them, y'all. Live in an average catch on the scene, I'm still spitting freestyle. No pen, no pad, like July's, boy, wow now. 1.5, one spit down 9. This nigga grab the microphone, he's super live. Ask my camp, I leave a straight stamp. Ha, posted, stamped, I'm bad. Yep, that's FXP, Dr. DB, just scrap the microphone. Hush, E.F. Hutton, they call me the nigga with the flow that go. Grab my chest and beat it like a gorilla though. I'm bad, yeah. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson, that's a lad. Watch your lad, he might be looking, I'm just kidding. So I'm grabbing the microphone, I'm just spitting verse for verse. Diaries of a Lyricist. 'cause I get high all day long.
Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Yeah, they call me an underdog. You don't know my name, but I got plenty game. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Fighter never quits, but I'm always equipped. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Smoke me, power down, motivation in me, cuz. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Dr. Kush, I'm blue. 40 below in the winter, I'm cold. The money I fold, the shit I sold, like habaneros, I'm bold. Burn the skin off your tongue and leave you sprung. You done stuck your hand on the vest to get stung. I'm like a chimpanzee on attack to grow my stack. Boy, I'm homeless with a roof, I'm still dropping the facts. I'm rolling it high like underdog, I'll so right by. To the ankle biters off of the bird, SOS and say goodnight. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Yeah, they call me an underdog. You don't know my name, but I got plenty game. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Fighter never quits, but I'm always equipped. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Smoke me, power down, motivation in me, cuz. Yeah, they call me an underdog. I'm from a blocked up state, overlooked, some call it hate, but I'm on the rise like cake. A superstar is my fate. My lyrical gifts is worth it, the art of storytelling. I'm on attack like a drone, firing on point with constant shelling. An underdog to most, I love it. To be underestimated, to people that's overrated, I'll leave them devastated. Too many flip-flopping politicians, and not enough politicians. Feeding us bullshit nutrition, and Wall Street statistician. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Yeah, they call me an underdog. You don't know my name, but I got plenty game. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Fighter never quits, but I'm always equipped. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Smoke me, power down, motivation in me, cuz. Yeah, they call me an underdog. I keep grinding, hustling to uplift the game. Add a new state to the rap republic, branded by my name. As I smoke me power at blunts, do metaphor stunts, train with glunts to King Kong stomp or run. You been through years of the hustle. I'm not swole with muscle. Lumped a few with me, rusty knuckles, that shit sucked on. Only kid destined to win. Living in this box like a prison bed. Hilltop got me 20 like you. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Yeah, they call me an underdog. You don't know my name, but I got plenty game. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Fighter never quits, but I'm always equipped. Yeah, they call me an underdog. Smoke me, power down, motivation in me, cuz. Yeah, they call me an underdog. It's 4:20 on my clock. It's 4:20 on my clock. I think I gotta smoke. It's 4:20 on my clock. Check it out. It's 4:20. I'm smoking marijuana. I'm smoking marijuana. Smoking marijuana. It's 4:20. I'm smoking marijuana. I'm smoking marijuana. It's 4:20. I'm smoking marijuana. I'm smoking marijuana. Yep. It's 4:20 on my clock.
I poured out my grocery bag of marijuana. Marijuana that I have, that I grow, and some that I buy at dispensaries or store. I like to smoke on a variety of type of weed. Weed to get me high and stimulate my knees. A little Durban poison or some Sheila, some purple Urkel or some purple elephant. ISS, they say it's the best, but I still smoke none of the stress. See, if you smoking on a little bit of weed with seeds, I recommend the doctor's orders no seeds. No seeds at all. I roll my icky sticky up on the road and all. I can use one hand, break it down, put it in the paper, twist it up while I'm rolling down the street. But I don't smoke in the car. I don't advocate that. I smoke at the crib. I smoke it as I do shit. Yes, sir. I smoke good weed. I smoke it all day and night. The shit that I need. It's 420, I'm smoking marijuana. I'm smoking marijuana. Smoking marijuana. It's a 420, I'm smoking marijuana. I'm smoking marijuana. Smoking marijuana. It's a 420, I'm smoking marijuana. Smoking marijuana. Smoking marijuana. See, I 420 when I smoke on my ganja. I might even eat a little edibles. I like to suck a time or two. Some reefer cola with a sip with my drink. I even get a little bit of chronic cola, the tea, or some popcorn. It's easy to eat, see. I think about it at 420 in the day. Every now and then I like to smoke it every day, but I'm a little stupid with my smoking, so I twist it up. When I twist it up, I roll it up, I smoke it up, I smoke it up. No cough, don't get off, so I smoke a little more till I top it off. Happy, hungry, sleepy boy, I'm smoking all day now. Every time I hit it, y'all know I smoke the best of all. Vaporizer, even a little bit of shit that I hit called butter. That butter's really delicious, tasty and good. The nigga hit it, he looked at me, he said, beautiful. Natural, tasty, good and high. Smoking on that ganja gourmet, make you ride. Yep, I'm smoking marijuana, smoking marijuana, smoking marijuana. It's 420, I'm smoking marijuana, smoking marijuana, smoking marijuana. It's 420, smoking marijuana, smoking marijuana, smoking marijuana. It's 420.
Designated smoking spot in the parking lot. We gon' drink and smoke and then we gon' drink and smoke some more. Motherfucker, take a couple shots, I'm feeling myself. On patrol and hit the dance floor. Motherfucker, nigga fucked up, got me cutting the rug moves like I got on this motherfucking floor. Yeah, only fucking with you, I don't dance, motherfucker, but I got a cool two-step though. Yeah, ain't gonna buy a shot of him, though.
to the base of the body begin. Fuzz and nagels and lemon dry. With cocaine shots to the party dry. Bartender, pretty please. Double shots, all drinks on me. It's a party night and the ladies drink free. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Me, but I gotta roll hell. This shit ain't for sale. If you wanna come fuck with me, come smoke the fruit. Soon as the lighter go flare. Nigga, I ain't never had no weed like this. Soon as you take the first sip. Nigga, I ain't never been drunk like this. You get drunk and high, and when we get together, we get fucked. Just me and you get drunk and high, and when we get together, we get fucked.
Blunt Radio. We only smoke the best. We only smoke the best. We only smoke the best. Yeah, mama, she only smoke the best. Daddy, he only smoke the best. We only smoke the best weed. We smoke that Colorado Mile Medical weed. We only smoke the best. Come on. We only smoke the best. I blow trees daily. I smoke weed with my niggas, you see. I smoke the best. I only smoke the best. Check it. A purple cushion, elephant, a little damn more than shit. I smoke the best. I get high. I smoke the best. Come on, crumble it down. I only smoke the best. Hey, I only smoke the best. I only smoke the best. This shit right here. This shit right here. The best. Hey, Thomas, get this shit right here. Get this shit, check it out. See, I blow the smoke, I'm straight up my mouth. I just be talking and I'm choking and it ain't no joking. Hey, Willie, stop driving in Texas. They gon' keep giving tickets away to old Willie. You see the bullshit. I call that dog this bullshit. Cause Willie, y'all know he smokes the best. What about Snoop? He smokes the best. Hey, I only smoke the best. Oh, wait a minute. What about Bill Clinton? He only smokes the best. See when he's smoking every time, he's joking. And if he wants to down the microphone, he always talking on the bass. See, I go. She be at the club, she be like, "Could you sell me a pinch or a titch?" I said, "Girl, you have work, you working $4 You can't be smoking no weed, boy. You ain't no baller, you don't smoke. None of the best. You be smoking that bullshit, no Reggie and shit. You don't smoke, no. No, Rod, you don't smoke, no. You ain't smoking the best. No, the never best. No, the never best. But my dick is in my camp. We only smoke the best. Hey, we only smoke the best. We only smoke the best. We only smoke the best. So I'm kidding. Check it out. We only smoke the best. Diaries of a Lyricist, verse for verse. We only smoke the best.
I just graduated from Cannabis University.
Ooh, a university man.
I learned all about the law.
Oh, you bad boy.
And I learned how to grow my own medicine all in one day.
All day?
I learned other things too.
Cannabis University, teach me.
Call 303-886-7998 or go to CannabisUniversityInc.com.
Long hair. You seen Dr. Kush? I think he's in Casa del Smoke.
Long hair. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think so. I already have dozens of half-ounce blunts, a couple ounces of wax, and Miss Bongathon packed in my suitcase. So, Dr. Kush, what are we going to do today?
You know D-Jabs? Long hair? What we do every day. Hijack the world. HollywoodRadio.com
Has been hijacked
by One Blunt Radio, the highest show on the planet. Every Monday
Colorado
through Friday
2014 Ballot Initiative 3.
So stay tuned and stay high. SOS. Smoke one, son.
For possession of cannabis. Shall that be an amendment to the Colorado State Constitution directing the judiciary branch of all governing bodies in the state of Colorado to prohibit their courts from imposing any fine or sentence for the possession of cannabis? Yes. Team One Blunt Radio supports and backs Ballot Initiative 3. Stop penalties for the possession of cannabis. Make it right. Put the nail in the coffin. Every dollar goes towards 100,000 signatures, and we need 100,000 signatures to get this on the ballot. Call 303-886-7998. That's 303-886-7998. Or you can go to reliefforpossessions.web.com. That's reliefforpossession.web.com. Put the nail in the coffin and make it right. Initiative 3, 2014. Colorado support.
Hangout.
We're back. Yeah, I know a little bit about it, but I still ain't figured it out myself.
Well, I'll add Google Hangout to the show where you can see us live in that fact. I think that's cool. What's up, y'all? We back, man. Y'all tuned into the Midday Burn. We had Mr. Edward Fortune, better known as the New Jersey Weedman, in the building. Sipping, tasting. Now we got Albeez for she's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
how you doing? Another day in paradise. Every day is my birthday. That's what I tell everybody.
Hey, no, that's a good attitude to have, man.
Another day in paradise.
Yeah, another birthday every day, man. I'm old by now.
Hey, I like the theory, though.
It's a right. Christmas Carol, right?
Yeah.
Everything is my birthday.
Yep. You know it. So you there? Is it Christmas?
Yes, every day. How y'all doing over there? Y'all see I'm sitting on this side with you guys over here on the Google Hangouts also. I'm gonna give y'all a pinky up. It's Albeez for Sheen. Got Cannabis Angel back there.
Hey,
I don't know what
up?
you go by entertainment
Big
wise.
Head. I mean,
Dwayne.
Big Red.
Big Red.
Big Red. Oh, they got Big Red.
Big head.
And then that's my son John right there.
How you doing, John?
He just
Just
got out of surgery yesterday for the second time on his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
Not at all.
So tell me, what's Albeez, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And what do you an artist?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Well, I mean, I guess being an artist is just one of the many hats I wear. I do a lot of stuff.
He's like me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, a man of many skills then.
Whatever I can get my hands on, man. Yeah, I always love input. I love to learn. So when I'm learning new stuff, learning new trades, it always gets me excited. So just add more things to the belt.
He even shot my video. You shot a couple of my videos. That to the face. Everybody's loving it. Albeez for she. Matter of fact, both those videos are back to gold. The to the face is actually about to hit coast to coast for the video tryout again, and we're gonna take ourselves to the critique platform. We did it once, and we're going back.
Right on, man.
And you know what I'm saying? So I mean,
excited.
I call him the James Brown of hip hop.
Okay.
In Colorado, because, and I mean, for me, I feel like when you see like a Tech Nine and Busta Rhymes issue, when you see two really hyper performers, but for Busta Rhymes through most of his career, nobody performed like Busta. So when he seen a young Tech Nine for the first time live, he was like, wow. Felt like he was watching himself young. You hadn't seen that type of energy on the stage. And for me, in Colorado, people used to look at me in the younger years like, what's wrong with him? Why is he so hyper like that? And to see a young Albeez, it kind of made me think of my younger years, like, and still if people come to my shows, you see I'm a hyperactive old guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you see an Albeez, though, it reminds me of my days of when I felt like you got to leave it on the stage, because I don't care if it's the little bitty rinky-dink juke joint or if it's the Mammoth or it's the Pepsi Center, they get the same show.
I understand that logic, man, because, I use that logic in my business for a long time, no matter what job I'm, it just doesn't matter what.
Right.
They all get, go for it, bro. It all gets the same,
I mean, because if you compromise, shit don't work.
Right there.
And like if you see him, he has ACO Records. He has a lot of artists. And I always tell him, I say, I envy what he's doing now, because I did that so many years ago with 17 artists. And to be able to manage your own career and keep it where it's in people's face in the forefront, and still make sure all your artists are making noise. Like, you got Koo Quay, she's been, 2-3 years on the Best of the Westwood list, all coming from his label. As a female artist, you got Lady Low Key, what they're coming out with, Anime, Eat the Cake. And this is two ladies, they're beasts. They're beasts. And then Fly Foolish, I see he's dropping a video. Like, I mean, like, his whole camp is flourishing. And then people that did, like, what happened with me, they come in, they hang on, they soak in like a sponge for a minute, and then they transplant out because they could do it too. He's had a lot of those artists. But if you look at them, their stuff is successful too, because they're using the blueprint.
Right. No, that's badass though.
And that's why I fucks with him. Like, for Bongathon, he is the only artist I've called in this city that has rocked this with me going on 3 years now.
Oh, shit.
He's part of my Bongathon show. We go ham for an hour. If you see the videos, we're going to be dropping our Bongathon version of our documentary, because we have a couple years of dope footage. Videos, shows, the burning of the thing. Like, we have all dope footage and really classic Bongathon footage. And that's why when they book me, I always holler him up. You going this year? I call him first.
Yeah, now I have to go.
Have to go. Because it's
There's
a
no
must.
Choice.
It's a total must. It's a total must. And I hit him up every year. His crowd get bigger. My crowd get bigger. And we find a way to get more energetic for that 1 hour. And this year, I want to actually go so far as have some practices, because I want to go that far with it. I want to do some Floyd Mayweather when he came out before the fight. I got some comedians on the bill in here. How can we go ham with this where we get your attention?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with all that said, what is the state of Albeez for Sheaves right now? Because I know you got a big plate.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, you just caught everybody up right now. So.
Didn't I? Hey, you know, I knew that much, did you?
Yeah. That's real.
I pride myself in the news.
I guess the next project I'm working on is this Headphones Over Humans.
Right. See, I didn't want to go into that. I want to leave that for you.
The Headphones Over Humans is going to be my new album, and it's already hitting big with just the title. And a lot of people is catching fire of it, and is actually hitting me up like, how did you come up with this, and asking me questions about it. I've never really been questioned, I guess you could say, on my activities to see my whereabouts, what I'm doing, what I got going on by the people. Right. This is my first time actually getting questioned about something that's nobody's ever heard. Nobody's heard no singles, no nothing from it. So I'm excited about it, to get to actually have that behind me and the little bit of push I got behind me now.
There you go. Well, you know, for me, I have a problem also with this, right? Like, when I see the West of the Westward come out and I don't see your name on it.
Right.
Like, me as an artist, I kind of don't care.
Right.
And I'm saying that in the fact of I don't care because in 2001, 2002, we was People Choice, and I've won it before as a group, Hilltop Click. So I've been there, and I've seen the fun of it, and I felt the exuberation of seeing your name in the papers and win. But when I see artists like you, and I see some of the names, I'm not going to say nobody's names, and don't take it as I'm hitting at no artist, but I'm just saying that with that list is far from incomplete when they don't look at an artist like you that not only has went over the last few years of defining your own career, now you're promoting regularly, slipped into the DJ realm. I told you, this is like my little carbon copy brother right here. I'm telling you, like, if you look at my history,
by accident.
If you look at my history, I started DJing, started promoting little smaller bars, like everything to build that buzz, because in Colorado it's hard.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Like, it's hard that you could come out in June and throw a dope show. By July, they forgot about you.
Right. And I think, me personally, it's all about who you know. Once I found out, you know, the writers of the Westward and the people that were in control of the certain sections, the rock section, the rap section, the disco section, the hip-hop section, they're all connected. They still all know each other on a friendship level.
Right.
And I kind of feel it's a little bit of politics behind it, and it's definitely about who you know, but at the same time, those...
A lot of names on there deserve it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'm just saying it's some names that should have been... And in defense of them, this is the biggest hip-hop list I've ever saw.
Right. Yeah, this year, definitely.
And that's what even made me matter. I didn't see your name. I just got to put that out. So, writers, if y'all feel offended, Dr. Kush been around saying and doing this a long time. I've told 107.5 when I didn't agree with them. I even told Dr. Daddy-O at KDKO way back in the days when I first started on TV when I didn't agree with him.
Right.
And I believe they missed the name. On that, I don't know nobody on that list that brings a more electric show than you bring.
Thank you. I agree. I'm not just trying to sound like, I guess, cocky, but once I did a competition to step up and get live when the $4,000 was on the line, and that's when I put up my best show every time I could.
That championship round?
Better, yeah.
That's very cool. That championship round,
and it was the ambiance
artistry at its
of
best.
A whole performance. There was always something to look at. There was always something going on from every section of the stage, from this side all the way to this side.
Wow.
And I think that now that I'm able to give that type of performance and I know what I have to do it, it's a little bit different when I approach all my performances now. But like he said, that I put so much time and effort into that as well as the music, to get looked over, it is very upsetting when it is come to the big dogs like 5280 Awards. And when it comes to like the Westward and things like that.
I thought our Underdog video by far should have placed last year. There was no way that we looked at the videos that came out last year and they looked over Underdog. I'm just putting it out there. He did a dope job. Like, I don't give a damn. Nobody took a cartoon and inserted a person into a cartoon and then flipped it. And nobody did that in Denver. And he took me and I threw my idea at him. Hey, I'm feeling this cartoon. Me and V Jams was going over the storyboard. This is what's on our list. He by far super exceeded the visual of what we tried to put in. And when he comes back, I'm sitting in the line, I'm sitting in the chair, I'm blowing weed, I'm in the cartoon where the cartoon's going. You know what I'm saying? That was not expected. And I just thought that the work wasn't recognized for what it was, and I thought Coast to Coast gave us a dope critique, because the only bad part of the critique was my fault, because I wanted that. So I was cool with that, you know. So I was cool with that part of the critique. Like, I didn't feel like in that critique we lost, because I said I wanted this as an intro, and this is what we designed as an intro. So on purpose, we knew it would be a tad bit long. Right. But in the big picture, that video has damn near 3,000 hits organically, not bot hits, not paid for to make me jump. Organic, almost 3,000 on its own, and it has. You know it's organic because it has almost 100 comments. Right. Like, these people are commenting and liking. So, on that work, and people don't see that side of you. People see you with the camera, but they don't see that you rock 10 shows in a 14-day period and then edit on 3-4 different people's videos. Right. And then the girls in the back end with the graphics. Right. Like, y'all got like this super soul punch over here, and you still got to push all these artists and get headphones out, and not counting how many fucking collabos you're on. And I gotta say, this is the dopest shit I'm gonna say today. This motherfucker right here, I'm saying it like this. This motherfucker right here not only does 1 million collabos, he remembers every collabo to do the songs live. Wow. Did you know how much shit I would have with that? Like, he does a show and he can do all the collabos through the night, and some of them he just fucking recorded last week. Yep. Shake them out.
That's a skill, right? Well, yeah. How long have you been doing this?
Oh man, I've been writing music as far as when it comes to lyrics and lyricism since I was 8 years old. Okay. And I'll be 28 this year, so it'll be 20 years writing raps. Yeah, so that part is very fun to me. That's always been, I guess you could say, what I love about it the most. And I like to listen to other MCs. I like the dynamics of it, rhyme patterns, cadences, you know what I mean, with different people's lyricism. And that's one of the things that interests me the most. And that I feel gives me the most challenge more than anything, to stay creative and to stay different and try to stay original.
Brown. I mean, I'm not an expert in this field or none, but I do like concerts, you know, and I do like good music.
You like music, and those are the best people that know.
You know, what I do know is music's only half of the picture, you know what I mean? Right. So you actually give people the full package, the full, I mean, that's badass, man. When you can make that happen, and you can make, because there's not too many people, when you go to a band and say, man, that dude fucking rocked in every damn area that they're with, you know, from the behind the scenes, the graphics, the live, you know, I'm telling you, man. I mean, so.
Right. No, if you go to an Albeez show, Rick, I guarantee you, the next time we're on air, you're going to look at me and say, that motherfucker has too much energy. Like, he has an insurmountable, like when you see our Bongathon show, you look at back footage. Like, on one show, this is a funny story right here, right? I had a surgery, and I wasn't feeling the best, right? But we get, it's just the vibe of Bongathon itself. Right. I love rocking Bongathon. That is one of my favorite shows of the year in the middle of nowhere. Well, we're going so hard that I have to step off the back of the stage, and I didn't think the camera could see me. The camera catches me. I'm bent over. I'm trying to suck some air in to come back, because it's still quite a bit of time to go on the set. And I look on stage, and if you want to get the most debilitating moment, he's on stage in the full fledged, going all the way across the stage. After we've been partying like a motherfucker to that point, I'm out here sucking wind.
Dabs and everything.
And he's still bouncing like an Energizer bunny rabbit. Has never slowed down. And, you know, I look at stuff like that. I'm like, I love that, because in the Hilltop Clique, we embody. I don't care if there's 17 rappers on the stage. Everyone moved in unison. If the right hand went up, we knew it. Everyone, all 17 people's right hand went up. When he did Step Up and Get Live, the unison of the people on the stage, the outfits, the whole mystique of how he broke down and came out, the outfits, the whole fuck Bobby Brown, the go artistry at its fucking finest. Artistry at its finest. And it's nothing I can say. We stood back there, and me being an entertainer myself, let know being pressed on the other side. I get to enjoy it from being a critique. I get to enjoy it from being an entertainer that likes to go. Like, I used to go watch MC Hammer just because I knew it was going to be a dope show.
Right.
I knew that I was going to be able to steal some shit to bring back into my movements and my show, because I don't care if you like MC Hammer's song or not, his show was dope. I don't give a damn. You got your money's worth.
Hell yeah.
And when you come see an Albeez show, by the end of that show, you're like tired for him. And he's still hosting the party and moving around at 100 miles an hour like he didn't just jump around. And then he comes and gets on a song with you, Rick. He does a song with VJs. And he bounces and jumps around, still every one of those songs. And you're like, he's got to slow down on one of these songs. He's going to get tired. He don't get tired.
Well, he's got the gift of youth, man. You know what I mean? Which is cool, because I haven't had that gift in a long time. So, no, I give you props, man. You know
Yes,
what
sir.
I mean?
Thank you.
I definitely, you know, listening to Dr. Kush talk here, you know what I mean? I just can't wait to go hear you now.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm excited to go hear you.
That's the fun
Watch
part,
the show
because the people that have watched me for a long time and kept going, I think that's what they're waiting for. Like you said, like one day he's going to stop. I'm waiting to see it. I'm going to wait to see if he stops today. Like the people are just waiting.
I think some
for
people
that
show
moment.
up for that moment too. Like, is he going to be out of energy today?
Yep.
I've even seen you on days where you wanted to not have that much energy. You even looked at me in the booth when I come in and, I'm so tired, Kush. Then he hit the stage and it's like, you're like,
where did you pull that out of?
Well, you're a professional.
Yes, sir.
That's you're a professional. You know,
Thank
and
you.
that's that's obvious. You know, in the way Dr. Kush talks. You know, and the way you talk about putting on your shows. You're good. You know, so I mean, it's
sir.
Camp.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to go see you, man.
man, he's one of the few people in the city that I can say that I've done the middle bar circuit and I did it for years. I hosted it for so long that I really have a distaste for it. He knows that we've had the conversations together in person of what I've thought of that bar circuit, but don't get it twisted. I did it for 17 years. Like, I know that circuit.
Career.
But in the big picture, there's only a couple people that call us from the smaller bars, and we're like, yeah. He can call me anytime. You know, I got woo day, what's popping. I'm going to look at the calendar as long as it's open. I'm never said no, because I fucks with Albeez because his work ethic. His work ethic makes you want to work with him. Like Swift, his work ethic makes you want to work with him. Like, it makes you proud to say, that's my guy. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool shit, because like, and the crazy shit about it is, this is your third time on the show and all this time.
Yeah.
And I fucks with Albeez, but he's so busy, it's hard for him to even make it over to get on the radio often.
Well, I feel honored that you're here, man. I appreciate you coming.
No, it's a pleasure. Pleasure's mine, man. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see you guys.
Matter of fact, this is a dual broadcast, so you're actually on One Blunt Radio and 710 Radio and the Google Hideout.
Man, this is how I like to work. Multitasking. This is how I like to work right
Get
here.
the word out.
Exactly.
And don't we have a new show coming to Blunt Radio from Albeez?
Yes, but
Should we announce that in June? Starting it in June.
Starting in June. All right, the big announcement starting in June on One Blunt Radio is the Box Colorado Hip Hop Radio Show hosted by yours truly. I got a lot of good subjects on there when it comes to the local music scene, a lot of the controversy we talk about, like the awards and the Westward Music Awards. Do people feel they're rigged? Do people feel everybody gets a chance? A lot of stuff like that. I feel it has its good and its bad, but if you want to hear what I feel about it, you got to listen to the show.
And you got to listen. And if you know, last year, right after the Step Up and Get Live, see, I got blessed because being media, me and V-Jams took a point to go to every contest that was held in the city last year.
Wow.
And I did a show on my opinion on how well the contest was ran. Mm-hmm. And some contests was ran garbage. It was horrible, and it was not a contest. It was something that you was going to give your friend. But I honestly could say, the Step Up and Get Live, a lot of people talk shit about it. And if you heard the show about me, the only thing I said was sometimes I thought the microphone piece was held down, sometimes it was held up. That should have a consistency. However you hold the mic for crowd applause, you should hold it the same way for every group. That was my biggest critique. Because I thought that sometime I saw the crowd response thing, it was held this way. And then sometime it was held this way. And me being a sound person and special intelligence, I know it matters the way that mic is held.
Right.
It's a big difference on what it picks up when it comes down to decibels. When it comes down to decibels. And when you got a machine that's going to rate how loud you are on the decibel, you got to put it out the same way for everyone. But for the person that won that contest, and by the criteria in the contest, they won it. Because it wasn't just on your performing. It was on your performing, it was on your show, it was on your fan base, it was on your whole thing. So if you looked at that, the guy that won it was right. But I still said in my show, I thought the best held contest, and I'm going to stand by it now because I've seen two of them. I'd only seen one, and that was the Coast to Coast mixtapes. Because they started in the time they said they was. It ran through the vote. There was one time I seen everybody see a vote and someone win, and everybody walk up and handshake and leave out the door, and not one person say that was bullshit. And I seen this happen now 2 times in Denver with Coast to Coast. And it was 28 acts on 420.
Wow.
And they was done by 10:20 and started at 6. Like literally they stayed on their time. They gave dope publicity. But for a Denver-based show, the best one was Step Up and Get Live. And that's on my show. It's on the record. I can't lie about it because they can go back and pull the show up. It's labeled and they'll see what I said. So I'm curious to see what you're going to say now on the contest because I went in. It was no holds barred. It was a Bob Costas. It was a like it or not type of show. So I'm going to see. You might want to listen to it. Let's see how bold you get on it. How far you get with it. Because I got loose. And I did call out a couple of them because I thought 5280 was one of the worst strands. They didn't meet their deadlines.
Right.
They said that the stuff would be in and you would know something by July 1st. Nobody heard nothing till the 14th. I thought a lot of people on there didn't even have music on iTunes or in the store. I find that to be a problem if this is the best song of our city and it's not even up for sale.
Right.
Anywhere. I have a problem with everything's for free and you're classified the winner of the best of our city because at the end of the day what the Hollywood and what the industry looks at is who is selling the most, not who looks the prettiest.
Right.
And that's what my problem is. It's not a problem that you're recognizing these guys, but make a category for the best free shit.
Right.
But don't make that song of the year for Colorado, and what we're representing as an artist organization is the guy that gave away the most songs we said was the best. No, I want to know who moved the most on iTunes, who sold the most in Amazon. That should be the song of the year because that's what they do in the Grammys.
Right.
That's what makes it legitimate. And we had a problem with legitimacy in that event. And that's what I thought it was they did a better job of spreading out their judges because they got judges, but if you seen the spread out of the judges, it was still the judges from the same circle. It was just more ethnicity in it. But they all hang in that same circle. It wasn't diversity. It was the same circle.
Wow.
So we still see all the same artists that we see at all of their events that they promote. That's where it became illegitimate to me.
Wow.
If I see only these artists on every event you book, then it's no way in hell I can respect that they're the top artists that's on this billing to be picked.
Right.
Because they're the only ones that you book. And if you look at the shows, they book between 5 and 8 groups in that circle.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go past that. And you can go to the Cold Crushes. You can go to all that. You can go to the Him vs. Hims. It's a certain amount of people that's in those bookings. Right. It doesn't switch up.
Right.
And that's where I have a problem with. I know going to y'all shows. I know coming to Mike D. Chill shows. I know going to the Springs to shows. I see a variety of artists that we are not giving pub to that are dope. The Clydesdales in the Springs. They got a dude, Kurt K. That dude is blazing. He's not even getting people. He's not even on the radar up here. But he got some hot shit. But that's because we're not looking around. It's a small society, and it's not really a contest. It's just something that we can get a lot of sponsor money and get a lot of door money and then say our guy's the guy, and it makes them look better. And that's what the problem is. Like, you know, I've been told by so many people over 3 years that because of the amount of actual independent music that we really play and that we really do know who's sending music in and who's doing shit, is that we should do a hip-hop, we should do not a hip-hop, but actually a real music show that involves the rock, the country, the hip-hop. And that's what we don't have other than the Westward, is a real independent award show. Right. That it's real judging that we really went and looked at sound scans and moving and what's moving, and voted on that level.
Right on.
I think our city needs that, and I think it would give our music a tad bit more legitimacy.
Definitely. And there's no always use more legitimacy. Well, you know, I mean, you should know. You've been doing this business for, you know, I mean, shit, a long damn time.
Quarter century.
Who better of a person to listen to than, you know, a man as yourself? You know, I mean.
You know, I mean, I just look at it and I'm just like, you know, we look at it, it's like the marijuana movement. Right. Our music struggle, it's like the marijuana movement. It's like you want to look at it and they want to embrace it, but they're scared. So when they look at Colorado hip hop, they want to listen to it, they want to embrace us, but then the first word, oh, it's black people there. He sounds like. Instead of embracing the culture of music, I believe that we have a version of Austin in Colorado because how big our music scene is just not recognized for how big it is.
Right.
But it's a very unique scene. Like, you got Swift for Show Shots, you got Albeez, you got Young Does, you got Interstate Ikes, you got Cool Quays, you got Miss Solos. Like, I mean, if you go through this and you really get deep into the artistry, you got Anxious Ryans. Like a dude that if you looked at him walking down the street, he looks like this little nerdy white kid, but he would get on stage and he's going to party and bring you a dope show. It's people like that that's not getting that look that deserve the look. They deserve the look. And what one of our problems is like what Big John has told me, was Big John Platt is a president of a Warner Brothers recording label now. He was the president of EMI, but he got a raise. So I don't know where he's at now, but he got moved up. But what he said is the reason why Colorado was looked over so heavily is because we have a problem with showing unity. Main artists can't come together and make numbers come together.
It sounds like the marijuana community.
Did you see what I said now? Did you see what I said? It's like it's
the marijuana community.
Right.
Oops, sorry about that, guys.
And some people like people said, they'll say like how we have the great syndication with 710 with Caliwood. It's
gentlemen.
Yes.
I'll get it. But do you want it in the bar?
Yeah, I'll help you with that. I gotta go save a girl from outside.
Oh, you're all good, sir.
Oh no, never mind.
You got a great team.
Going out there, yeah.
There you go.
Help me out here.
So we're having this great show in the middle of actually a good rain and hailstorm.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday I missed it being at the house, but today we here. I guess that's what happened when you got Titans in the building.
It was only here for like 10 minutes yesterday, I think. It came and went over.
Oh.
So you heard the good news, right?
Yeah.
We got the numbers for iHeartRadio.
Boom.
So we hit the button this morning.
Boom.
Right?
We need to draw a name. We need to let them draw a name.
Oh, that's right. We need to draw a name for the.
You know what's so crazy about this is, no matter who gets to iHeart first, we all made it to iHeart. That is just a wonderful, ugly look. And then I have no problem with saying.
Okay, hold on. You need to unmute it.
Who is muting me? Somebody's muting me.
I have no problem in saying. I have no problem in saying this, right?
Hold on. It's not unmuted. There we go. Now it is.
Sorry, somebody
That
must be on.
Your box TV show,
anything.
I'm going to need you to send to me from now on too. Because we are now worldwide in the wonderful Roku box. And we will show you how to hit our private channel. V-Jams Off the Couch will be kicking it off. And you will see the wonderful world of A Day in the Life of Mr. CNN. And then we have a comedy reality show that's kicking off. So what I'm saying is that you don't have to be on the internet. You could actually pick up your Roku controller, hit Blunt TV, or you can hit KCG-TV if you want to be tuned in with the ladies and find out what's happening with the ladies of cannabis.
Man, how badass is that?
And I'm saying that we're going to be in your face. We're going to take this movement global. Even more than we've already done it.
Right.
Because now, it's the #2 selling box, and we're in it. And you see my friends from 710. You see, of course, the Box Hip Hop Show.
Right.
All coming to you live on regular TV. And not locally, but
So,
nationally.
Mr. Albeez, why don't you tell people where they can go to find you for your music and everything like that?
Oh,
Why don't you,
definitely.
Give yourself a bunch of plugs that you need.
Wow, just I guess we'll start with just Google me, man. My name is Albeez, Albeez, the 4 SHEEZ. That's how you spell my name correctly. I got
don't
music
put the
videos everywhere. YouTube. I got some Vimeo videos on there too. I got music everywhere for free downloads on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud. Of course, I got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Albeez for She's. Look me up on everything.
Everything.
Everything. ALBEEZ, the 4 SHEEZ.
Very cool. Now we'll go ahead and get some links up, and
yes, sir.
Go ahead and hopefully get you some love, and
Are you on SoundCloud?
Yeah. All you guys,
you need to go to my Facebook page, What's Poppin' on SoundCloud, and put your link up, because that's my goal is. See, have you had this problem, Rick? That a lot of people, when they send their music in, they don't want to send the music, so they send a SoundCloud link or something?
Yes.
Well, I send a wonderful letter back to people, and it says that I don't download, I don't click songs, nor do I hit likes. What I do is I play your music. So could you send me an MP3? But because of that, we started thinking, let's house these SoundClouds. So get on there, post your stuff up, we put your SoundCloud link up, and as everybody comes there, they're going to be able to find a place to find everybody's SoundCloud. In one area, they could go window shopping, window listening. They can listen to the best from everywhere.
Very cool. Very cool. Now 710 Radio, Mach 22.9, we've been working very hard to get our website up, and we got 24-hour radio that goes all the time, okay? So if I'm not mistaken, when did we say that Dr. Kush's album plays on there? Well, your whole album plus somebody Smells Like Rain.
Was that Sunday?
Which is heat, by the way.
Or was that Saturday?
I love it every time. Thank you, sir.
It's getting played twice, so it's like early in the morning and then at prime time as well. So,
I appreciate that.
I just can't remember what day that we had put that on, but I will definitely get that up online, and let people know, So I
got y'all on my Dr. DB Kush page coming up as a 710 is one of my sponsor links.
Right.
So they can get to you, because I appreciate the support.
Support, and
let me get you some
we'll definitely play it for you, and get it out there, and
But that's why I was kind of glad about.
That means this ain't the last you've seen of me.
That's why I was kind of glad about the combined interview today, is because it was a lot of networking that was going to be able to happen. Like, did you see how much networking happened in this 2 hours, guys, on the Google? It was a lot of business. It was a lot of business people here. As you see, Dr. Kush is now booked in October in New Jersey to go out there and kick it off. I'm pretty sure if Albeez want to go, I'm going to get him on the bill. But it's New Jersey. I ain't never rocked in New Jersey, so I'm heading to New Jersey in October. All from this radio show, this great collaboration. And shout out to all our people on Caliwood Radio also. So supporting 710 Radio, Caliwood Radio, One Blunt Radio, ACO Records. Man, sponsorship has its benefits.
Yes, it does, man. And there's been, I'm telling you, it was an emotional morning for me this morning because of, being able to push that I Heart button,
Right.
and because we took our fans to the wrong page, right? So we had to go back, and like you said, though, we did it organically, and that I'm so proud of, because, our listeners have already crashed our website once, which was a good problem to have,
It's a great problem. See, at first he was frustrated until I told him about my crash, and he's like, "Oh, okay." So I'm not the only one. Yes, we woke up and was like, and we was down for a few days because we had to get a professional to go in and do some other type of cleaning in the back that we didn't even know existed because of a crash. So I know how it is stressful when it happens because you're just like, what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, it smells like rain. I like it when it rains.
It's supposed to be happening all day long, so.
See, I got that underground love because like people like Albeez know the my aggressive hip hop side. So you know this new album is really a laid back, sexy look.
I like that song.
See the smile on my face, y'all. You see how much I'm liking this album. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know that an artist feels like the project's going in the right way when you see a smile like this in the middle of your project.
That's good though. That's good to see though. That's good to know. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, you should be proud of it. You know what I mean? You got a lot of things that, you know, you worked hard for that you deserve, you know? So
I think the networks,
Jay's talking to you.
I think the network,
I can't hear him.
J Hood, what's up, baby?
Yeah,
he wants you to check that out.
Let's check it out. What J Hood got for us? We're going to check out J Hood real quick, guys. And like I said, we got, oh, shit.
Pull it back a little bit, Jay, please. Just, all right. Oh,
that's
nice. A nice rig there, dude. Is that yours or what? What's he saying?
Put your mouse over him. Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
show it to him again.
I saw the phone.
Hey,
Show it to him again.
So when we going to smoke on that?
Right.
When we going to smoke on that?
That's the pussy rig.
The pussy rig?
That's the pussy rig.
You need a pussy rig? Hit J Hood up. Hey, J Hood got glass too. You know, J Hood came over to the house. He be pulling out some beautiful pieces of glass. J Hood keeps dope like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 glass. Just beautiful rigs. Just
tight. Shit, that one cut. Yeah, the Rig City shirt is tight too.
Right.
Yeah, the Rig City. Rig City, bitch. Rig City, bitch. Is that a new song coming out?
We need a dab song.
Yeah, is that it right there?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe
Rig
if
City.
he listens in, he'll turn his camera and let you see all of his glass that's over in his display case there. He's got quite the selection, man. I mean,
and he's a champion. Him and Rick together, Colorado X Cup. He's a champion at the X Cup. His wax was a winner.
Yeah, it was delicious.
He's a man, super bitch.
Super bitch.
I still got a song working on that. I got to give that wax deserves Dr. Kush the Old Dolay. I have to do the song. This super bitch smoking down some super bitch.
Oh,
wow. Man. Yeah, that super bitch.
Already sounds good, man. Yeah.
I'm telling you, super bitch is coming. I'm guaranteeing you that song, that wax will not die at the X Cup.
Well, thankfully, she gave me that one elusive seed.
Oh.
Yes.
So y'all gonna be able to make some more super bitch.
Yeah, look at him. He's already.
You see the look on my face? Oh man, hey, y'all collabed on some dope wax. And like I told y'all, you wasn't there, but J Hood was at the show a couple weeks ago, and we was talking about super bitch. And I told him, I was like, the first time I tasted it was that evening. We had smoked a lot, and I was like, that was good. I remember the taste. But if you remember, we was there every morning. Like, we was there at the kickoff. The bus was out there early.
Right.
And I caught you walking up right after we parked and plugged in. And when we parked and plugged in, Rick gets on with Super Bitch.
We was up there. He's like, hey, doing that? Yep.
He gets in with Super Bitch. It was the first thing I smoked that day.
Wow.
And that's when I knew how bad Super Bitch was. I said, woo. I was dodging booths for the first 2 hours just high on Super Bitch. The taste was so delicious that if anybody listens to my X Cup show, you hear me say Super Bitch is a winner. I predicted it early.
Rick, we have a tornado warning that says take shelter now.
Is it a warning or a watch?
It said warning.
Warning means
it's a warning.
No, warning means it's on the ground.
Warning
means it's on
the conditions are...
No, a watch is the
That's
conditions.
The watch. Warning is it's on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, at least we're in the basement, right?
Well, that just means somewhere in the county, so that can be...
Hey, y'all. I guess we're in the middle.
It says take shelter now.
We in shelter.
Do we need to go move the car in shelter?
Well, We're still online.
Well, I don't know where we can go from here. Well, y'all, we're in the middle of a storm, and I guess we shouldn't go upstairs. So what I'm going to say is, do we have a rig? I got some wax.
That's what I was going to say. I guess it's time to medicate.
Yeah.
We do.
There it is. And
that was for the first place for highest THC in the Expo.
Oh.
So we walked out of there with 3 first places
Three
and
first
2
places.
second places.
Tell them again.
We had highest THC, best indica, and cleanest extract.
Man, what was the numbers on y'all's when they ran it? What was the numbers from the test?
For which one? The highest THC?
Yeah.
Or, the highest okay, so it started out at 82 point something for the THC, but then what you do is you minus the active THC from the THC, and that gives you your actual number.
Right.
So we came out with like 75.82%.
And what's the average high
for
for that type of test? Because see, I know we had who's your guy? Herbal Synergy on the show. He brought all his tests and stuff on, and on the live show on the TV side, he did like live testing, had all the equipment on there, and to watch just the whole way that the equipment works and to see the testing that goes in it, to win, like y'all won the cleanest. Y'all won one of the awards for having the cleanest product.
Right. I think we measured 0.8 parts per million.
Yes, and that's ridiculous.
So
they said that couldn't be done. They said 8 parts per million couldn't be done.
Right.
Wow.
That's what I was told. That 8 parts per million couldn't be done.
Well, we were told that had been the cleanest that had passed through their lab since.
Look at the Yoda. That motherfucker is dope. That's like a $5,000 piece. That's his pimp cup.
Oh yeah, right. His
chalice.
Yeah, the Dabbuccino cup. His
wow.
Let me see.
Tell him hold it up one more time. Let me see that again. Can you hold it up one more time?
It's Star Wars. It has Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Grievous.
Tell him to hold that up.
Hold it up one more time. Can we see that again?
Tell him to show the villains.
Wow.
See, in each one of those bubbles.
So we got J Hood on the show
like
from a distance.
Caricature of Star Wars in there.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, J Hood? Man,
that is beautiful.
That's
I know.
ridiculous.
I'm just starting to get into like the dabbing.
You like on the show, but not on the show. We like talking about your
that
rig
shit
and
is
what you're
cool
doing.
as shit.
So I'm just telling you that right now, the Dabbuccino, awesome piece of work.
Definitely.
Right.
Cheers to you too. Cheers to you too. See, now I got to get up. I got to meet up with you guys on the Google.
See,
hang
tell
out.
them, ask them how to do that.
Man, y'all gonna have to show Blunt Radio have to join y'all on the Google Hangouts, man. I'm just telling you that. It ain't right that we're not partying with y'all there. We're gonna take the midday burn to the Google Hangout, and we're gonna join it from here. We're gonna have all the Hangouts popping. You got that? We're gonna have to find us a better rig too, J Hood. So I'm coming to your living room. We're gonna be looking for a better rig. You got me, bro?
Yeah, Laura.
He said he's over there, bro. If you guys need rigs, he got rigs, and he's showing you right now.
Yep, there it is.
Yes, he does have rigs. Like I said, I'm gonna have to come over there, J Hood, because Blunt Radio needs a rig adjustment. You seen them punk ass rigs we got? We gotta fix that.
That man came to play.
Right? Yeah. Oh yeah. He's serious about his.
He's serious.
So you should see his face if you accidentally bump that thing.
He don't usually let you hold it. Let me.
I'll hold it for you. Here you go.
And
when you're talking $4,000, $5,000 for a piece of glass, man.
Right.
I'd want to hold on to that thing tight myself, man.
And holding on to shit tight sometimes make you want to make 2 of them and get one to Dr. Kush, huh?
Right.
I'm out digging here. I'm gonna give this to you and let you lead us over there because you got more room than me, and I'm not the best Dabbuccino.
Well, right.
Hey, but we got Albeez hanging out with us. Ed, what shows you got coming up, man?
Oh man,
I know I asked a big question.
You already know I work a lot with Strange Music. For anybody familiar with Strange Music, I met everybody except Tech 9. I don't know. I'm not him. Some people tell me I look like him. I'm not him. I look way better.
So you look like him, but I got the beard.
But much cuter guy. But Me definitely. I'm going to do a Cut Calhoun show coming up soon. That's the 29th of this month. We're actually, this is some interesting news for you too. On June 28th, we're doing a comedy show. Stand-up comedy show. There's only going to be like 2-3 performers. We got about 6 stand-up comedians.
So you probably want to talk to me
a,
then, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I got 2 comedy shows on my network, and I got a lot of comedians that come through my spot.
We're going to do Wildin' Out like Nick Cannon.
That's what I said. I got a lot of comedians. Well, if you're doing Wildin' Out, then Dr. Kush got to be involved in the Wildin' Out.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I need you on there, bro.
You don't know how cold I am? I'm the improv king, man. You need to look at my. You might need to look at my little. Remember that we had the actor on the show, V-Jazz, and he said he did improv and on spot visualization. So on the spot, I was like, all right, we about to do a Kobe and the coach. You the coach, I'm Kobe. You want me to pass the ball. And we went right into the skit. And he was just like, oh man, you was better than I thought. Man, I'm throwing shit across the room. This is Kobe. I don't pass the ball. Shit, get the rebound.
Oh man.
And if you're doing some wilding out, then I got to be involved. I'm just saying that I like wilding out, and I might not be a stand-up comedian, but I'm definitely an improv guy.
It's gonna be
improv. That's saying
Hampton too. So, and everybody out there too, we're gonna get the footage, tape it, so y'all can see it, watch it out there too.
You need to get us some info, get us involved with that. Dr. Kush wants to do it.
Yes, sir.
And let's do something even doper. Let's introduce that too on the new Roku network. Let's film it. Let's get it on the Roku network.
Yeah, we can. I got the video. I got Leonard Jackson taping it. I'm trying to see if I can get Jeremy Pave, and then I'm gonna get one more. Big Weez has a real nice camera. I was thinking about having him or maybe
add Dr. Kush to the lineup.
Okay.
He's coming in with jokes.
Man, it makes me wish I knew how to sing, man.
Oh man,
we're gonna need 710 in the building though.
This is like
we're gonna need 710 in the building. We're going in. We're gonna do the Wild and Out version in Colorado.
You don't want to listen to me sing.
Well, you can come and hang out. You'll have fun.
I'll have fun.
Hey, and I want to give a shout out to y'all for giving me your opinion, because it was a few artists in the city that I actually sent my song "Smells Like Rain" in their private message. Just some artists that I fuck with, that I respect their opinion, and I just want to hear what they thought about, the new single. And I want to say thank y'all for giving me your honest opinion, and thank y'all. Ain't nobody told me nothing bad about it yet, so I appreciate that, because in the big picture, if anybody knows me as an artist, if you heard Last Name, It Smells Like Rain, that's a tad different for Dr. Kush. It's going a little different direction. If you kind of hear this album, it's going to fuck with you a bit. But I guarantee you, Colorado, I like that music that it don't sound Colorado.
Right.
And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. And I feel like when I hear Fuck Bobby Brown, that wasn't no Colorado music.
Yeah, my music.
When I hear Get Lifted, I'm keep saying I love I Get Lifted. V-Jams loves I Get Lifted. Like, I love performing that with you, because we party. Yeah. That's a party. That's a party waiting to happen. Soon as the beat come on, my man V-Jams is 1.5 legs, and I'm gonna tell you now, when Get Lifted come on, if you look at the video, you won't tell V-Jams don't dance. Because V-Jams is almost partying harder than all of us in the video. Yep. He back there singing, he kicking legs and all kinds of. We looked at the video, we laughed so hard because how hard he's partying to your song.
Harder than both of us, huh? It's because you got to take them breaks.
And we're partying.
Video to that. Look that up on YouTube. Get Lifted, Albeez for She's.
And we ran that video on Off the Couch, V-Jams.
Is
that the video? Which one?
No, his video, the actual video.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? When we kick off on the new network, we should go pull out the best of the besties. Smack them in the face with. We got 5 years of videos. 5 years of independent music videos. We have 3 years of independent radio music. And God's blessed us because, like I said, we got, I think, the dopest syndication network of sharing information and getting the word out. Because, see, a lot of people don't realize in this game, They think like 107.5 is just 107.5. And I'm like, no, 107.5 is Clear Channel. And Clear Channel is 5,000 radio stations. Why? Because that's how you get the word out. And people don't understand that. So I like to teach people stuff. And like, you remember when we first did the TV side, because for people that don't know, Albeez TV's on Filthy Rich TV, and he's been on there for a couple years now.
Oh, that's what okay. Now it just clicked.
See?
That's where I seen, okay, I understand now.
See what I'm saying? So, for me, it's certain artists in this city I have a kindred spirit for. Because I, once again, respect their grind. I respect how they represent Colorado music.
Right.
Because for me, 25 years in the game and breaking my back to get out as a Colorado artist, you think I don't love when I see another artist that has that same motherfucking spirit, that he's breaking his back to put this shit on the map? And not only him make money, but put the city on. People scared.
With nothing looking for it in return to it. I think
if you was, you'd have quit already.
More like
you'd have quit already if you was.
I was talking to Kevin Pistol about that. He called me a connoisseur of Colorado hip hop. And he's like, because you're looking at everything and you have collections of everything, and I treat everything as like collections and trophies and accomplishments and histories, like making museums. Yep, I need a paper. You got a paper? Get some paper. Anybody?
Oh, it's plenty of papers.
Oh yeah,
we got them back. Hold on, let me give a shameless plug real quick. And shout out to Kevin Pistol.
Yeah.
Bamboo Papers. We rolling up with you.
Oh, alrighty.
And I want to give a shout out to Kevin Pistol. You mentioned him because once again, that's another person that's very significant. Like Kevin Pistol was with Hustle and Flow. If anybody knows Cash actually started with Hilltop Click. Cash is one of my original members of Hilltop Click. So when you look at Hustle and Flow, I call them my wicked stepchild too, because the owner of that company was the first person in my entire career that everybody saw what I did in the daytime and we're getting high and we're in the studio. That was that. But he saw me with my briefcase and me going to seminars and me going to conventions, and he was the first young person I ever worked with that went from being a rapper and got more involved with getting him a briefcase and going to these seminars with me. And as you see, Hustle and Flow is very successful. Why? Because he went to those seminars, he went to those conventions, he took notes. He followed the blueprint. He's one of the few people I can say looked at my blueprint that I give out freely. I like what the New Jersey Weedman said. It was amazing that you was able to give out so much free information. Wow. Free information is the key. Because a lot of people are like, why haven't you charged for it? And I was like, yeah, okay. Why would I? It's not even that big because you can read up on it. It's free. And you still got to do it. You still got to do it.
You know, that just kind of shows, you know,
you can have a whole blueprint.
You didn't choose it as a job. You chose it as a career, as a passion. Right. You know, and when you go at it at that way, you know, you're coming at it from a whole new realm of thinking, you know, a way of doing things, you know, and that will make you stand out, man. I mean, and it'll show in everything that you do.
Like me now, Albeez, like he tells me about the time that my people's Bo brought him to a show when he was younger. I'm thinking back like, wow, and then you look at how far, like I can remember that when my group broke up, and as I was taking this moment of did I still want to do hip hop, I'm looking at artists like Albeez and them coming to the, like people didn't see me at the shows, but I did Hip Hop Madness on DC TV for years. Yeah. So I was good at following this community of hip hop. And I got the blessing of watching the Box Boys come up. I got the blessing of watching this whole Aurora music movement come up, because if you know, like I know, Aurora wasn't prevalent in the music scene. Right. And people like the Box Boys and Albeez going where they went with it is why you hear the Box. If you hear, I did an article that I wrote and I referred to Colorado as Box State music. It wasn't none of the old school groups that referred to it as that. I believe only one other person I could think of off the head, and he ended up living in Aurora early in the season, is Mr. Sandman. because he would say box state music. And this was before it was ranking. You look at A-Town Click. That's original Aurora music. Like, I remember it was no music in Aurora. It was Montbello, it was the East Side, it was Park Hill, it was the West Side, it was the Cutting Crew, it was the Rapo Trues, it was B Black, it was Hilltop Click. This is early 90s. I'm talking when it was $150 an hour in the studio and you didn't have dope-ass software that you could go in and everybody's a producer and everybody's a beat maker. No, you had to buy a Triton. You had to buy a Phantom. You had to have this $3,000 equipment. You had to spend around $20,000 to be a recorder.
Wow.
Okay, so when you walked in paying that $150 an hour, is because it cost them so much to facilitate you.
Okay, well, you just brought up a great point because the money that you had stated that it cost to get started, you know, I tell you, I've started several businesses before, and I tell you, I don't think I spent anywhere under 10 grand, you know, and it's always usually been more than 20 grand just to be able to make that better money than a job.
Right.
You know, because job to me is just over broke.
Bro!
You know, so, you know, I don't like living like that. You know, I want a career, you know, so I will spend that money. So when you're saying it like that, you know, you are investing in your career. And
yes.
if you don't pursue it like that, you know, I mean, you're just crapping your money away or pissing it away, you know what I mean? Why not make it work for you?
Man.
I mean, making that, you're spending the money.
Right.
You have to figure, and
You have
you know,
to make it work that way. Because
like when we talked about the small bar, remember the small bar conversation?
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm telling him in the small bar conversation, right? I'm saying, this is what it is. Make sure you get this, and then know it's a burnout. So do as much as you can in a big period, because that life. But what he's done smarter than what I did is I was doing 4 and 5 nights a week. He's doing one night, maybe 2 nights, and then he does his perform in other places. So he has that break moment because you don't have to go through that slow period in the bar, because every bar in Colorado has it right after New Year's, right in that February, March, right before April kicks in. It's ugly in the bar, and it's been that way. And I know this because I've done it for 17 years as a DJ. I still have all my DJ equipment. Right. I enjoy DJing it. Hell, I came down and hung out with him and couldn't help because I saw he was busy to get back there and fuck with his DJ system and start DJing, because I love music and I love DJing. But in the big picture, I don't have the fortitude in me now to do a regular. I think I could do a night, but I would never go to 4 nights again in a bar. Like, hell no. But in the big picture, he has found a dope menu of keeping down the violence, bringing in artists that respect the venue, and you being able to come in and have a dope show, and artists in a 70% ratio are actually staying and watching the other artists.
Wow, that's cool.
And that you can't say that at any other venue in the town.
Wow, that's huge, actually. You know, because I used to work for a music production company, and so I do know how that is. You know, and you are right; they don't stick around.
No.
And I hate to do this, guys. I need to break us off for just 1 minute.
Okay, and we keep going here. We're still live here.
Yeah, you can't.
Do your flip.
Speaker is about ready to kick me off. I don't have that luxury of going over, you know. So they're when it's time, it's time. You know?
Oh yeah, they do.
Thank you for having me before you get up out of here.
You know,
710
so
Radio. We'll see y'all in a second.
Yeah, I do want to shout out to all my sponsors. You know, Cannabis University,
Cannabis U,
Ink Therapy Denver, Bong Jetter Systems.
Bong the Third.
Want to give a shout out to the 710 nurses out there. And
we got to do a collabo shoot. I wanted to tell you that with the Christians and the nurses.
And you know, I want to thank One Blunt Radio, Dr. Krish, for coming in and doing a dual broadcast here. I want to thank NJ Weedman for coming in and, you know, making my day with that interview right there.
Dope interview.
Albeez for coming in.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
and I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And one other thing is we forgot to draw the name.
Oh, we forgot.
We're coming right back.
Let Mr. Albeez do it real quick. Let him draw a name real quick.
Well, while he's pulling the name, I want to give a shout out also to Ralph Smith, counselor at law, that was riding with the New Jersey Weedman, that's representing Peter Tosh's son. I want to give a shout out to him because he gave a lot of good information along with the jury nullification.
Yes, he did. You know, and hopefully we'll get him back on.
And he's pulling the name.
So the winner for the last tickets for What Coast You From Part 1 with Swift for Show Shot and What It Is production is
Thomas Dennis.
Thomas Dennis. So congratulations, dude. You know, and I hope you have fun. If you want, you can pick up your tickets at 9975 East Colfax on Saturday, man. And guys, you know what? I want to thank you for joining in. You know, this is Moth 22.9 710 radio. You know what? And you know what? We are going to be seeing you live on iHeartRadio here very doggone soon, man. Thank you for all you listeners and your followers. You know, you guys rock, man. You guys are the ones that made it possible for us to be there, man. So, you know, nothing but mad respect, peace, and one love, guys. Man, we're out of here.
Y'all heard that. So, as we're going here and we're smoking, have you thought in yourself, Albeez, of a tour?
Yeah. But I have this visualization in my head of showing up to a spot I've never been to and have that shit looking like how Diddy's video looked when he had a fucking Ben Stiller in it. You know the video I'm talking about when he had the buses pulled up in the neighborhood and it was like, who the fuck are these people? I want it to be like that, so I'm really trying to still get a few more things, I guess. I want to start off, you know what I mean? You got to start off small. So. Yeah. Definitely start off small and do some spots because you still got to have the connections, but...
The world needs to see you, brother. I'm going to say that. And when you go on the road, Dr. Kush and V-Jams wants to be there with you. That bus. Because I know it's going to be epic. Yeah. And I'm just saying that I like epic.
A lot of people are worried about me going out of this Colorado period just because of weed. They're like, you know, you can't take weed there.
You know, we get that.
You smoke weed all the time. You know they're going to check you. And I'm like, I know all of this shit. Like,
Snoop goes everywhere and he stays high.
Wiz Khalifa will not do a show you can't. So they won't let him smoke it. If he can't smoke there, he won't even go. And he said that on his last 3 interviews I seen him on. He was like, if I can't smoke there, I'm not going.
Tell them again, and they're gonna have it.
Yeah.
So we don't gotta travel. That's why I told them about our bus. Like, we don't have to travel with it. We're not stupid. We know the bus says weed. You're gonna stop us, and guess what we're gonna say? Here's our license. Here's our insurance. Here's our lawyer's card. So that you know that we have one. Because that's what a lot of people, you know, if you don't have one, they do extra. And I'm just saying that I know Miami's coming up, Labor Day weekend, and a few Colorado artists will be there. We will be there, merched up, representing our market. And I know it's going to be some other artists that we see that's from here there, but we're going to have a special VIP contingency of some hitters, of some straight-up hitters. Like, just a whole bunch of Derek Jeters. I'm just saying, like, I'm not playing. Like, around here, I'm talking Super Bowls, I'm talking MLBs, I'm talking all that. And we're going to bring the best of the best for a reason, because we're going to represent our market the best. We know we're going to see Young Doe down there. But Young Doe's going to be glad to see people like us there because he goes. Kevin Pistol, he goes. You know what I'm saying? We need to go and start supporting those artists that's already been showing up, representing our market. You know what I mean? Because they've already been blazing the trail, but they've been out there by themselves. So the impact is there, but it's not what it could be. And we can help change that.
Right.
2014. Labor Day weekend is going to be the beginning of seeing a contingency of people. And if you're a sponsor out there and you want to help us get to Miami, if you want to help us get to Miami, because it's going to cost us to get there, but we'll be glad to put your banner on our vehicle. We'll be glad that when we set our booth up that we got your merch and your banner right there.
I'll wear
help
your
us
shirts.
get there.
I'll hand your cards out.
Hey, we have the most aggressive ground and pound in the game.
Yeah, you already know. That's what I was just finna say.
Nobody's more aggressive than us with the ground and pound. The word gets out, and our social networking is awesome.
Right.
We know how to make your event get big. We know how to put it in everybody's mouth. Because that's the key. You don't got to put that up. Keep it moving.
Oh, okay.
We brought that for the broth app.
Right. Oh, I just wish we could find our. Do you know what happened to the dab tool?
Keep your moving dab tender.
And you know what else I want to say too to Albeez, you know what I'm saying, that like you said, you've done every show and you met everybody but Tech 9, but you know, some things are a blessing because I think we're gonna leapfrog some shit in this city. I think a few of us in the blueprint that's working right now and the network, because people don't really know everybody in a lot of the networks that's out.
Right. There's a lot of people I don't know. I know their names and I've never met them, and I'm still waiting to meet. There's people like Rue Johnson, and I know she's connected, and I've never met her a day in my life except for like once, and I seen her, and it was at a rap-a-thon.
The eyes talked to her over the phone.
Did you ever go to any of the rap-a-thons?
No.
The rap-a-thons are pretty cool.
I was offended I wasn't invited.
Because they invite over like 100 MCs.
I was offended. That's some of the stuff that gets me in our city where, you know, like 25 years in Hilltop Clicking, and somehow I'm still not recognized in like that level. And it's amazing to me. I say that because it's amazing to me in the fact that look at my resume and my individual compliments with no financial backing.
Right.
Like really Dirk Diggler, just how you make it happen.
Right.
And it's amazing to me when they bring up the best of the best who lasted the longest. I hear groups that started in 2000 come on this list when we started at 1990. when I say we started in 1990, we were being played in the clubs. We had actual music out on the streets. And then Hilltop's name don't come up. Like they did for the 5280 Awards, they gave out an award to groups that had blazed the trail, and we didn't come up for Park Hill. That was amazing. There's no one started in Park Hill before me.
Let me ask you this: do you think it was because of being looked over, or because of they didn't even know? Like some people's knowledge.
There's no way you can not know.
Like
There's no way you can say you know Colorado hip hop and you don't know Hilltop Clicks.
Good answer,
17 years of foot stomping in this city. Right. We paid a lot of things that artists did and still do right now. We started.
It's the fact they don't know you Dr. Kush. They don't know who Dr.
They don't know Dr. Kush.
They don't know Dr. Kush.
Well, I tell you what, they're about to.
They know Doughboy, the gang member, but Doughboy dead.
I
we buried him.
Tell people what the DB stood for. You know what I mean? And they've known you from that,
right?
Instead, you know, so it was kind of weird that, you know.
It's ironic because nobody looks back at that, because how many people that can be identified but Cash, and who else can be identified as that's out there now?
Shit, Sad Man. Shit, Kiwi. I don't know. Past that made real impact.
You said 4? You count 4 for that 4.
Who?
4 names.
Did it make real impact like Cash, Hustle and Flow, Kevin Pistol? Ultimately, that's the best impact of anybody that's worked under me. And really embody what I do, because you know what he embodied what nobody else embodied? That business spirit. He embodied how to find a way to do shit. He embodied how to structure a business, put his paperwork in the right places. Like he did something everybody else tried to figure out how to run the best side of the rap. Be rap. How can I figure out the promotion, the social? But Cash figured out how to embody the business.
Right.
And that was major. That's major. That's major. Like, I know a lot of people, me and Albeez has had some conversations where I know for a fact a lot of artists would have sit with me and talked and thought, oh, that dude's just hating. He ain't giving out good, he's just hating. Well, me and him sit and talk for an hour or two, and he actually sit and do dialogue instead of a moment of, I don't want to hear what he got to say because he's hating. When I know most people would have thought when we had the conversation, because I know, like I told him, I said, it's a blessing to have a bar that's willing to say, it's you.
Right, I bet.
Do what you do. But like I told him, I was like, you know, it's the ups and downs. I said, but at the end of the day, if you dive in, you know, make it work and do the keys. Here's your keys.
Right.
A lot of people would have been sitting there like, I don't want to tell them how you get money out of it.
Right.
I'm over here like, dude, here's a blueprint, and I'm gonna tell you, I used it for 10 of my 17 years, and I made hip hop money for 10 of my 17 years every week.
Wow. What more can you ask for than that, man? I mean, because you love what you did, right?
Oh, it still do. And ain't nothing like working in the, I'm going to tell you something. The bar he's at, I started hip-hop in that bar.
Okay.
When it was 5 other names. Before it ended up to Club D. Like, this bar has had Colorado hip-hop for years in it. Wow. And not only that bar, but it's nothing like the mid-range bar section. If you can get it popping, you find some of the most unique fans. You find some of the most unique fans in the world. And they have no problem with being real with their criticism.
Yeah, I bet.
You gotta love it. Tell me think about being in over Hampton, because I know that bar and I know a lot of people that still frequent it. Tell me, will they not give their real opinion on an artist that's on that stage? Will they not say some shit that make you go, oh, ooh.
Oh yeah, definitely. I seen there was a chick up there, man. She was like a little, like 5'2", really long brown hair. She looked like she was from the South. Had on some cowboy boots. Had on a jean dress, and she was booing everybody that was performing. She booed like the last 3 performers. Was like, you suck. You fucking suck. Who the fuck are these people?
Oh, damn.
So eventually we were like, you know what, you were doing that to the people. What do you do? She was like, give me the fucking microphone and play a beat. We played a beat, she went in the whole beat. I don't know if it was a song she already had or she was freestyling, but she prepared. She was prepared, she put on a show.
She didn't know the
everybody that was up there was like, I told you. Everybody bought her a drink. Everybody that was still there. And I was
how many times did you see that in the bar?
Never. It's the first time ever. I took pictures with her, everything.
That's why I love a midline bar. Because I've had people, you know the first time I saw Baby A? I was DJing at, White Trash something. I can't believe that's the name of the bar actually. White Trash, White Trash Shorties. And it used to be called the Old Hole off of Leesdale and Oneida.
Oh, okay.
And I'm DJing here this night. Baby A comes in, and it's evident everybody knows I'm from Park Hill. It's a Blood Nature. Right. They come in at this time, and this is still when everybody's still kind of active. They come in, they straight Crips, but they're kidding to one of my peoples, and everybody gets nervous like, oh, it's gonna go bad. But he comes in and he's like, I just dropped this album. I just got out. Can I do a song? I'm like, hell yeah. Give him the mic. I'd never heard him. And he takes off. And to this day, I'm a fucking fan of Baby A because his music is hot. And this dude is a crafty, gifted individual that, once again, another Colorado artist that's not getting his right shine. Because if you look at his videos, his picture shoots, everything about him, he has this unique flavor of his own.
Right.
And I would have never known that simply because at this time, Neighborhood Lines, I wouldn't have listened to him. But because I was opening up at a DJ gig and I play him and have him perform, I'm a fan to this day because there's no way that if you're a hip-hop head, you could have heard what he spit and thought about what neighborhood he was from. Because that's what Hilltop was about. Hilltop Click was about getting the best artists out of every neighborhood. Not the best blood rappers. That's how we started. That's when Cash and all of us were together. It was the best blood rappers. And then, as 2000 was coming in, we said, do we want to really make it? And the only way we're going to really make it is by building a team of the best of the best. So we started getting the best female. We had 2 female rappers that was Beast, Kiwi, young Kiwi. And we had a female out of Flint, Michigan that was with the Dayton family, Nene. She's singing and rapping. Then we had white guys, we had essays, we had Crips, we had Serranos, we had Conquistadors, we had every neighborhood you could think in this one group, Hilltop. So when we showed up, we would have Crips at first hitting us up. Crip, we're on stage. I would stop the music. And I'd be like, look, homie, I know you think you pissing us off, but there's some people up here that really appreciate what you're doing. There's some people that don't really give a fuck about what you're doing. So you can keep doing what you're doing. Start our music back. And before you knew it, people stopped doing it. And they would just start partying with us because now you took away what neighborhood anybody was from and you start listening to the music. And that's and the thing about it was, at this time in Colorado, it was still all neighborhood music. It was the East Side had East Side groups. Montbello had Montbello group. Park Hill 2960. Like everybody had their groups. And here we are, that one group in the city that I was silly enough to go to every neighborhood. And next thing you know, within the next 2 years, every group started getting out of that. I only want the dude in my neighborhood. They started looking for the best dude in the neighborhood. You know why? Because you couldn't compete with us. It was no way you was going to compete with us just getting the rappers in your neighborhood. It was no way in hell that you was going to walk in the show and compete with Hilltop Click. And if you just had homies from the Park Hill area over out for 26th and Oneida, you was not going to compete. And people started realizing that the only way that you could compete, you start seeing Ghetto Nation, A-Town Click. Like, these came because we was not scared to put these neighborhoods together. And trust me, the first 6 months, you think in our closed, confined doors that we didn't have some blood, cuz moments, and we got to get everybody because we still had the testosterone of the neighborhood mentality, and I didn't want you to think that you was taking my hood away from me.
Gotcha. No, I understand.
So it was that power struggle. But what we did was we found a way to make everybody embody that no matter what struggle we may have had, you keep it indoors. And when we walk out this door, it's that one unified front you see. And by 6 months, we was able to squash any problems and become a very unified force. And when I see ACO Records, it was Box Boys at first. And then people kind of split and went ways. And then here he comes with ACO Records. And he becomes a legitimate force out of A-Town when, once again, I say they was being overlooked in the music aspect of hip-hop in Colorado. If you said you was from Aurora and you tried to get booked, you probably wasn't.
Really?
Am I bullet?
No, I mean, I don't doubt you, man, but man, that just blows me away.
And that's knowing the real culture of how Colorado hip-hop had its own segregational value.
Wow.
And still to this day, it still runs. It's those people that's in here, this echelon, and then it goes down. Like me, I think me and VJ are in the box by ourselves because we predominantly do weed music. So it's not nobody predominant really like us. We created our own genre of music in our market.
Wow. Well, yeah. No, I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry, I had this vision going through my head.
Right.
Talking, man. It was like, wow, I lived it there for a second, man.
And if you see him perform, you'd be amazed how they didn't want to let him get on. Or Aurora artists as a whole. But then when the Box Boys and A-Town Click, they start exploding. And next thing you know, if you wasn't from Aurora, it was hard to get on. Am I bullshit?
Everybody from Aurora had like the last 4 spots of the night.
Yeah, it turned.
Carmen came and kicked some ass for, Aurora. That's what she did.
You know what I'm saying? And you look at that, and now you look, because that was young. If you look, he's been around for a long time now. He's built a real foundation. Like, he has one of the most legitimate foundations in this market.
Because from everything I have heard so far, I'm impressed, so mad props, for doing that. Because, look, I'm always telling people, look, being self-employed, you will never be happier than you will be in self-employed. Yes, it's hard work. Yes, you're going to want to quit. Yes, you're going to think you're, not going to make it, but you know what? If you just have a little bit of preservation, a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you can just man up and tough it out for that first few years.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Believe in your music, whatever the case is. You know, and I'm telling you, you'll never be happier.
You know, my grandma told me that if you believe in yourself enough, someone else will believe in you too.
Right.
And if you have good heart, good intentions, and you knowledgeable and you school yourself,
right,
it will grow. And as you see with 710 Radio, that's what it's doing. As you see with Blood Radio, that's what it's done. As you see with ACO Records, that's what it's done. Because a lot of people, you know, you find those people that have bad intentions and they seem to win. But have you noticed your Bernie Madoffs win, but they have a horrible crash?
Right.
But you see those people that don't start and do that way? That you see them 30, 40, 50 years, they're gone, and it's passed on to their family. And it's passed on to their family. You know why? Because it was built right.
Strong foundation.
When you build it with love, dude, love is a motherfucker. I'm just saying, love is a motherfucker.
Well, they say love will overconquer everything. So, you know, why even fight? Try to fight love.
When you see him perform, you know he loves it. When you see me perform, and you know, I done came to a few of his shows from surgeries when I shouldn't even be on the stage. And I can't even get arm up, but for that few minutes, I let go. Because it's certain things about going places, and you know, a fun thing, and I know he likes to do it too, so I'm going to say it. When you go to a show, and you're like 4th or 5th on the list, and the show is really dragging, because these artists are doing that old dick grab, stand in one place, rapping like we could be at the schoolyard, listening to you in the circle, and then we come on stage, and you see this movement and this energy and this explosion happen that now every artist that probably was going to do what the first 4 artists did find a way to pull something out their ass because they don't want to be the next dick grab group because we done changed the whole motherfucking feeling of the night. I love that.
Tell me about the night we performed with Killer Priest.
That was one of those nights. It was really slow. I had 2 sets for some reason, I don't know. So the first set, on purpose, I picked this really fast. I knew it was gonna start slow. And we're watching it, we just start getting high, watching from the window, and we just come out just taking off. Not one group after that. It got so bad that Killer Priest had to stop the promoter and say, I need to go on now.
Wow.
Because the locals were putting so much pressure that he knew it was just going to be hard to follow. It was hard to follow. Each group started bringing it. And I mean, they was bringing it. It was so electric in the building. The first couple groups was like, I wish I could go back on. Because now, I want to redo it. It was, mean, every group had a crowd. It was that electric. Like when you go to Overoff Hamden, because I call Overoff Hamden the house of Albeez. They don't know that, but that's what it ain't Drew's places. It is Drew. My bad, Drew. Don't get it twisted, but that's the house of Albeez because these independent artists have faith in that bar and their environment and coming there, and they bring their all when they come there for a small bar because they know the master of ceremonies is gonna put a foot in your ass when he hits the stage, and he has a problem. No, he goes on last, first. He does whatever it takes to make his night right. And that's why I respect his work.
I don't blame him, man. I mean, sounds like a businessman. So, I don't know, man.
Ultimately,
I'm definitely gonna, well, look.
And you know what else he'll do to you, Rick? He'll call you up. Hey, I got a question. He has no problem with asking the question. You know, some people, I'm not calling him. That's when, you know, with good people that you know our communication. Like, we don't have to hang out every day. But he know I got his back. Like, all he got to do is tell me he's dropping something, let me know what he's moving on, and we're going to start helping him push it because we respect his grind. He throws something. We don't got to be on the bill. He's an event that we'll show up and just get drunk in the crowd as an audience member. And we don't do that often. I'm just saying. We're so booked that when we do have time off, sometimes you try to get that family time in because we can't forget that side of our lives. You know, you have a wife, kids, that we have to find a way to balance. Like within our company, we started, unless we're booked, that Sundays we just, no one sees each other unless it's a holiday or we're booked, and we leave that day like do family because we work every day, even though I work on Sunday. My girl's like, you're a dick. I can't help it. I'm addicted.
Right? Nah, we do the same thing over here. You know, we've been working Sundays, so we can't say nothing, man. But, you know, we're a new company, you know, so, I mean, you do what you got to do to make it work, you know, I mean, whatever you got to do to make it successful.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like me, you know, I mean, I may be the owner, but I tell you what, I'm in the trenches, you know, I'm going to be out there selling, I'm going to be out there, you know, I go out there,
and they respect it for that. They respect you more for that. And see, what you're saying is why I fuck with you and why I fuck with Albeez is because I hate leaders that put something together and then expect everyone else to make happen. Because then at the end of it, you want to take the credit. And then your people that worked is looking at you like,
really?
Right. No.
No.
I've always been a working.
I love it how I see y'all work. I love how I see ACO Records work. I like how I see Hollywood work because when you show up, it smiles all over the place. Nobody's pissed off. Everybody's hustling and working. That's the positive. That's what makes this work. Because at the end of the day, as we tell people continuously, we don't do radio because I want my music heard or I want to play Albeez. I'm going to be honest. We started Blunt Radio because of the patients. Because of the people of need that needed to find out information on how to heal themselves. And if we're able to entertain you with our crafts in between educating you, we're here 5 years and moving because of that. And we've watched a lot of doors closed. And for some days, we probably debated if we wanted to keep our doors. The same fight everyone else has. But for 5 years, we've been blessed to say we've been nonstop at delivering weed information and networking with the best of the best.
So I want to tell you, because you told me a story about somebody calling you, asking you if you were mad about me starting a radio station, right?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna tell you why I started this. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because you asked me to do Medical Mondays, right? To do a show. Well, at that time, I had 3 other people wanting me to do shows as well, and I couldn't really do my personal things and then plus try to go do all these shows, you know. So I was like, well, wouldn't it be easier if I just, you know, kind of start doing it here at my house and then just let them do what they want with my, you know, segment, you know, but so it wasn't even going to be 710 radio. Actually, 710 radio was only supposed to be a segment of like Moth Networks of what I was going to see, but it was the people that named it 710 radio, and so that's exactly how I got started.
See,
man.
you sound like Blunt Radio because we started out as a 30-minute show, and then it ended up 2 hours, and it was just a show. Blunt Radio was not the network; it was just that show.
Right.
And next thing you know, as we were seeing that they was gonna close, and we started really thinking like we've built something special, and it looks like they might not last. Shouts out to Livewire for getting us started, but we was like, "There's no way we could close like this."
Right.
And we built it. If you've seen our first website, it's still up. I swear to God, on purpose. We never killed it. This motherfucker is a dinosaur. It is literally the ugliest website ever. And when it came up, we said that. It's like, ugh. And we immediately started looking for somebody else. But it all started because of a marijuana cookie. I started making these cookies. I used to call them more hemp cookies. Yeah.
I haven't heard of those.
Yeah, I sold a lot of them.
I was gonna say.
And they had a great dosage amount. And I made my own butter. And when they changed the law, that's when I stopped making them because I didn't want to go to jail. So I stopped making them then. But what happened is I went to a video shoot with my cookies for Be Black. And I'm selling cookies during the video shoot. And I sell one to the radio guy, Q. And he comes up like, you got them cookies though? I was like, yeah. He was like, you got your red card? I said, yeah, I got plants and shit. You got plants? Because at this time, you didn't think of brothers to have plants. Right. And the brothers just wasn't planted. Really? Here I am. I not only was I planted, I had 25 patients. Because I knew the law, because I'm a book guy. So he's like, I know you did TV years ago. Have you done radio? It's like, nah, I never did radio. He's like, if you feel like doing something, send me something. So that night, I went home, started getting super high. I already ate about 5 cookies. Well, I have a dream, and Blunt Radio was in the dream. So I call A1 and say, hey, man, you want to do this radio show with me? He's like, well, I said, yeah, Blunt Radio, medically speaking. So from that moment, when he was going to close, I thought to myself, this was like destiny. It's never, you don't let destiny die. So we built the site, and as we built the site, more people started flocking to the site, that we started programming as a 7-day circuit. And within programming as a 7-day circuit, we started figuring out the TV side. And the blessing to it all is, when we met you and I told you and everybody told me he started, I was like, he had too much knowledge not to get the word out. And people was like, how could you know, man? I'm like, dude, we encouraged him to do radio. There's no way in hell our unit is mad. We're like applauding it. Like our whole team's sharing and linking because this dude's a genius in the marijuana field. And as a genius in the marijuana field, you have to get it out. That's just what it's about.
Yeah, I hope you know it was never my intention to, like I said, it was just to do a show and then,
you never stopped listening to us.
And so, oh no,
So I mean, let's get for real. Like if we thought you was like trying to shoot us in the neck, or like we know some people in the city. This tight. It's up. Okay, that's what. Let me go over there. I know some people in the city that they started stuff in malice to steal our format, to steal our paperwork. It was never that with you. And y'all sent us an invite to the kickoff party probably first than anybody else.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, sir, your business partner is a person I love to death. I love him and Jeter, Norm and Jeter to death. And there's no way I can sit up as an avid sponsor of the Bongathon and a person at any time Norman Jeter calls me to look at you guys and say, why are you doing that? I expected Norman Jeter to have been doing it 3 years ago, if you want to know the truth. Honestly, they had the money to put up what we was doing, and we knew it. But that's not what it's about. The network that you build is our version of an internet marijuana version of Clear Channel.
Right.
The people we reach is unsurmountable. The message delivered saves patients.
Right.
Why do you really do it?
Because I love what I do. I love being able to.
So it only makes sense, right? So it makes sense. Right. So that's why we couldn't hate.
Yeah. No, I love what I love watching people's faces saying, wow, Rick, I feel so much better. I feel great. That to me, that is more payment than the actual cash money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like with Albeez, in the same token, a lot of people would say in the first couple of years on VJM, y'all take Albeez to perform with you? I take the best of the best.
Right.
Like, are you worried that his music's gonna outshine yours? Dude, I take the best of the best. Dude, I don't give a fuck. This is about getting the word out. If I was worried about that, why would I never called him?
You know, look.
Everyone knows I got albums. I could do an hour. That wasn't the message.
You know what? I would be...
The unity in our city is a bigger message.
I would be an absolute fool to think that I could go up against you. And, you know, with your... I'm telling you, you're an artist. You've been doing the radio thing for many years. You're a DJ. You know... I mean, you surpassed me
He said,
in so many areas that, you know, I have nothing but mad respect for you, you know, because I'd be a fool to think that, you know, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put One Blunt Radio down because they're my competition.
well, you know, hey, you know, it's been a few companies that started up that they started up with the premises of, we're going to close them down. We've had people, like, let me tell you how crazy it is. As an owner, you wouldn't have a conversation with another owner saying, we stole your whole blueprint. Like, they literally told us this. Like, in a conversation, like saying, everything we built, we followed on you guys. And I thought to myself, no, you didn't. Because we don't play fucking top 40. So if you follow my blueprint, then you didn't follow the biggest part of it. The independent market is what made us. The independent market is what's making you. Because those independent artists respect that we love their music. They respect that we play their music, so they tell their friends. Organic. I take my numbers over anybody with that old $20 and $30 and $50 buy like system and think no one knows that you don't have. Dude, if you're not selling and you got 100,000 and 50,000 likes and 10,000 likes, but you're not selling,
right?
Then that's fake likes. No, them is not real people.
Yeah, I refuse to go down that road. You know, and
it doesn't work. Because even if you get a deal, if no one liked you enough to buy you before, they're still not going to like you enough to buy you later.
Right. Well, you know, plus anything worth having is not going to be easy. Right. I'm sorry. You know, if it's going to be worth it, it's not going to be easy.
What the blues players say, the road long journey.
I had to go pick up the kids and go take it to the house real quick because it's raining and bad outside.
Yeah, you don't want them to get knocked down. I still got to break down everything. I still got to film for you too, huh?
Yeah.
Is it all right if he comes back and I got to shoot a segment for the box? I still got to break down because we're going to log out here too. We got y'all a long show.
Yeah.
Long.
Right?
I hope y'all really respected all the knowledge.
No, I thought this was just a great day, all in, you know, just all the knowledge that was.
And then when he comes back, I'm going to have my friends from 710 Radio hang out with me on the box show because we're going to shoot a segment for his video show. The box show, y'all going to hang out too, Kenneth Angel? Big Red? She said big head, I'm going to call you Big Red. So I mean what she said, I wasn't that high. I know she said big head. But on this note, y'all, hey, you got a song, you can pull up anything you want.
We're going to go out with Albeez, Get Lifted. And,
right on.
No bitch ass this. I play Get Lifted. No. You probably, we play Get Lifted. Play that. Take him out with it 2 times. 1 time for the mind.
Right. Take 2 of these.
And then, just a thought for y'all. We keep talking to each other about our song collab. We're going to knock this out before Bongathon. We're going to give y'all a new track. A new one. A new Weed song this Bongathon. And y'all lucky we're in the woods because we keep thinking pyrotechnics. We're just looking for some sponsors, guys. Anybody that wants your banner on the stage, when we go on Saturday at 4 o'clock, we have the 420 spotlight. Anybody wants your banner, your stuff on stage with us, y'all hit us up. Hit 710 Radio, hit Blunt Radio, or hit Albeez. Let us know you want to be involved, and we'll make it happen, and you're going to help us throw the best live performance of this year's Bongathon. That's our goal.
That's badass, man. We're going to try to make that happen. Here. Right on, Mr. Albeez.
On that note, I want y'all to roll a joint.
Much love for everybody.
Much love.
Very soon.
Roll a joint, fill a blunt, dab a time or 2 or 3. Do something for somebody other than your goddamn self.
I got to sign
SOS. Smoke one, son. And get your 710 on.
Here, come on. I'm sorry.
I got to sign it too.
Who's gonna sign?
No, there's a sign for the dogs. No, you don't want to go that one.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, hey, I gotta tell y'all.
I'm hella lifted, a little something I had done got me twisted. And drinking both cause I'm double fisted. They know that I be spitting, plus I like to party on the regular. If you's a hater to see you later, I'm about my paper. The neighbors that come through, the homies that come through. So many cars up on the block, police don't know what to do. That poppin', plus the way I spit, they know I'm gifted. Plus I got a little something that's gonna get everybody lifted. Sit it for a second cause I thought I was gonna pass out. Faded at the party, walk around with my ass out. Red card holder, so you know I got the chronic. I'ma smoke until I vomit, still cleaner than some common. But you know that I do that shit. And you know that I do that shit. I rap only cause I can't sing, but I want to. I'm lifted, but I promise I won't do that shit. I might later, but I won't now. We used to get me lifted, but it don't now. The liquor do every time I drink it, I'm right there. You couldn't see me if you was in front of me standing right there. I might get and I fight fair and bite hair. Get to screaming and claw nigga like I'm a hype bear. The music cherry on some WWE shit. Holler at me, www.meshit.com. On my mom, I smoke bomb every day. Truly lifted 6 foot them every day, and I roll them up and then. Smoke one. When you live like this, you're supposed to party. That's what I was told, so while I'm young, I'm about to get it in. 2012, that's a new model, go and tell a friend. I'm into win free, daddy better sin. I get lifted every day, been doing this since I was 10. Now I tell you with the kid, and I mix it with the gin. Niggas be talking about they got the chronic, I just tell them spark it in. I keep 3 different kinds of trees, so be kind to me, and I will smoke you up with something to leave you blinded. Zigzag, swishing sweet white owl, smoking all time, but love to smoke at night, cause I'm a night owl. Did you know? Alright, this for everybody that get lifted. Everybody that smokes, everybody put your lighters up. Right now, we're gonna do it like this. Let me hear you say puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. Let me hear you say puff, puff, pass. Puff, puff, pass. Ah.
This one. I played them pianos and that bass line and them strings by hand, you dig? No sampler, real talent. Let's go. Hello America, my name is Kevin Pistol. But the bullet's like a motherfucking missile. Boom, explosion all over the mic. Wonder why I'm here to let you know that I'm tight. Incredible coming with hyperphonetical game. At the lyrical summit, I pummel an edible lame. Hell nah, they ain't ready. I'm method, I'm bringing the pain. Niggas ain't slipping, I'm heavily deep in the game. Colorado, I'm probably the heaviest link in the chain. Watching them leave, they going to weep in the rain. They out of their mind and trying to keep it insane. They ain't even mad and feel the need to complain. That bitch shit, po shit, take it to the stove shit. Ain't nobody fool, fuck the hating on the low shit. Ain't nobody sipping on the fake nigga potion. Ain't nobody tripping on the fake niggas notion. I'ma back a motherfucker the fuck up. Uppercut proper, make you shut the fuck up. Untuck the pepper, the plucker, the plucker. I would rather die than run like a sucker. Niggas got to respect that shit. I'ma make it put your life on the line. Is it worth it? I don't plan on taking any more slugs. Believe me, I promise I'm on some shoot first shit. I ain't never gonna stop, I ain't never gonna quit. Niggas need to get over it. It ain't no 4-leaf clover shit. It's win the war, victory, soldier shit. I ain't never gonna stop, I ain't never gonna quit. Niggas need to get over it. It ain't no 4-leaf clover shit. It's win the war, victory, soldier shit. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio.
I remember the beginning for myself and now I know what it really is. Not even in the game yet, so it's ridiculous. There's two kinds of hip-hop, mainstream and underground. From the bottom of the basement, you hear it sound like me, but ain't nobody like me. You try to find another but it's unlikely. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe and now the bitch is really trying to fight me. But let me tell you that I'm in it to win it, and I ain't never gonna stop. From the beginning, got in it to go straight to the top. And every minute I'm spitting, I got the key to the lock. And what you need if you wanna come get it, boy, I'm about to pop. Yeah, that's how hip-hop got me feeling. I know I could make a killing just by doing magic. Be a magician, I'm disappearing. Yeah, if you hearing what I'm saying, no delaying on my behalf. A gang of mixtapes, few albums, plus a whole label. You do the math. I'm all about cash, and know I fucks with Kevin Pistol since I've been at this. I got more bounce than a mattress. You other niggas need some more practice. My matches speak louder than my words. That's how I live my life. Just know I do it to the fullest to keep it tight. I write as much as I can, so my flow stay sharp as a knife. But I would never marry the gang, cause you can't make a hoe a housewife.
Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio. Hip-hop used to be a bad bitch. Now she a lazy hoe. Said fuck that fat bitch. Turned off my radio.
you know that I'm out to get the dough. I tell you who. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I try to tell these motherfuckers they ain't see. Don't make it easy with me. I'm a champion. 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 Better fuck with these other little G's. Don't make it easy. Before every weapon you hate me, start stepping and checking your section. Unstoppable tempest, don't test me, relentless. I aim where your head is. On microphone wrecking and flipping and tests. Egos are dented, you dead, but we finish. You learning new lessons like self always kills it. Fucking with villains and handicap villains. Our graphic is brilliant, you know that you feel it. No one doesn't take it when I hit him with another one. Kill the battle coming at you, perpetrate the better run. Impeccable, there is spitting until I'm standing down. And if you thinking you can get it, then you better step it up. Murderous intentions, kill them all relentless. Cut them all down, then I cut them with their necklace. The real correctness is never what tempest. I'm freaking precision and leaving you breathless. Always respected, I give it right back. But if you wanna hate, then I come and attack. Tempers and please, then my motors on smash. I'm taking deep off of the map, it's like that. Smashing your dreams and the dust when I rap. Spitting the sickness, infecting the mass. Deliver the ill and I'm in another class. You bringing that garbage, get thrown in the trash. Bomb y'all at all costs, this non-stop, your jaws drop. We rock spots, knock tops off, don't leave till they call cops. Respected on all blocks, on a level they'll never see. And like
I try to tell these motherfuckers they ain't see. Don't make it easy with me. I'm a champion. 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 Better fuck with these other little G's. Don't make enemies with me.